Alright, we're back. I couldn't restart it from the last stream, so hopefully you guys can find your way here. So it looks like Team Futurama won that one. Oh, they're actually going to play Black's Bigger Battle. This will be a weird map to play on. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. My internet just dropped out for about a minute or so and it came back online. I'm not sure if perhaps the router had an issue or something, or if there was a legitimate dropout. But it screwed up my stream. I wasn't able to resume the stream, so I'm assuming this one shows up as a new one. Let's go get that fixed. Hopefully people get back on top of that. Yeah, people are starting to trickle back in. Again, I'll just keep rehashing this a few times. So something happened to my broadband. I'm not sure if it was my broadband or my router, but whatever, I've got it fixed now. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to reconnect to the original stream, so I had to start a new. It wouldn't let me because it's been past midnight, so it thinks that was yesterday, and it wasn't reconnecting automatically. GDI, Black Ham, Scrim, Traveller. Looks like they're going to stick with the same factions. Yeah, do apologise. Looks like people are making their way back on, so we had about 60 people, so I've got 10. We are missing someone. Where is Futurama? Yeah, I had a feeling when the DC screen came up and everyone was disconnecting, I was like, oh man, that's not good. And then my music stopped and I'm like, uh-oh. But yeah, I was trying to get it to reconnect to the original stream so you guys wouldn't have to refresh or anything like that, but it wasn't reconnecting, so I had to bite the bullet and restart a new stream. Might have to go fix up some bits and pieces. What do we got? Channel, content, blah 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 blah. nonetheless, we've seen some good games here today. We have seen some good games here. 101 Chinese connection. Well, it's interesting because I do have fiber, so I'm not running on. A lot of people think we're still running on copper, which we were up until we started building fiber in about 2010, 2011, and we only just finished it in like 2020. But like I had it way before then. It just depends where you were. Some people still use a mixture or a hybrid of copper and fiber, which is not that great, but you know, it's better than what we had before. But yeah, looks like the Russians are actually going to pick Black's bigger battle because they've already teamed up and they've already picked their spots. So, and look at this Hulk's going Zocom. We're going to see some Zocom, guys. Get ready for this. Zocom, Futurama is Blackhand. He's going Blackhand. I guess this map here, yeah, you'd probably want to play. I don't know how good it's going to be for screen. It's going to be awkward to play on because it's almost never played on. GDI, Zocom, I can't travel screen, yeah. So yeah, so apparently Team Futurama won that last game. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the end of it. I mean, judging by how quick they were back in the lobby, I'm assuming it only went for an extra like 2 minutes or so. And it was done. Hulk's going to switch Blackhand. I didn't think he was going to stick with Zocom. But yeah, it's one of the things people talk about latency and things like that. Like, oh, you got 200 milliseconds to England. Like, it doesn't matter. That's like 5 orders a second. You know, that's what? That's 50. You need 300 APM for that to be effective. No one has 300 APM in this game. Even the highest tier players like myself sit at about 150. You know, so when you've got like Master Leaf and stuff like that, like I've played Master Leaf under Smurfs where he doesn't know it's me and he'll never mention the word lag. But as soon as he knows that he's playing against me, he'll just say it even before the game starts. So it's purely psychological for someone like Master Leaf. Booker's going to stick with Trav. Blackhand. So we are going to have a double Blackhand here. Oh, someone's messaging me at 1:36. Jesus. GDI, Blackhand, trap screen. Let's go. Let's keep this going. We got the bike rush game next, and it looks like we're going to be following Team Ukraine and friends. If they can pull a victory off here, we're just going to be rolling with these guys all the way to the winners grand final. And I think they'll leave the grand final to day 2, although the next one is going to be a best of 7, so that they may even call it there. They decide they don't need it anymore. Future may have just crashed. I think he might have crashed. Yeah, yep, they're all tapping out. It's good when the crashes happen on the loading screen because it doesn't matter at all then. But we're going to see some double Blackhand. I mean, if you're a Nod fan, you're not having a good day because we have seen virtually no Nod except for the occasional Blackhand, and they haven't done very well, like at all. No Nod vanilla. We actually had a mock. We had Chaos Players mock, but he did terrible at that. It's been a lot of scrin. A lot of scrin with the GDI support. Can't blame people. GDI screen Blackhand, GDI Blackhand Traveler. That's what my scoreboard reads. GDI Traveler Blackhand. Yes, it does. They haven't messed with their colors. Red, purple. Looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Again, do apologize for the connection dropping out and that I couldn't restart the original stream. I couldn't get it to reconnect, so I had to, you know, in the spirit of getting the stream back up, I just started another one, and most of you seem to have made your way back here, so I mean you're probably all subscribers anyway. But starting in the southeast corner, we have, playing as a black hand, Futurama, team captain. Oh geez, where is allies? Up here. Whoa, Black's bigger battle. We have Chaos playing as GDR Vanilla. He's got no Tiberium field, but he's surrounded by 8 spikes. I think it's 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, it's 8. And that's going to mean that Pennywise is over here with this blue tip starting field. Futurama also has that blue tip starting field. And then you've got these awkward expansion fields. But this is just such an awkward map. It's just so weird. Hulk is playing in the north side. Drive Russian will be taking... Oh no, Drive Russian will not be taking the spikes because Hulk is going to take some of them. Hulk's going to grab 2 of them by the looks. Drive will grab the rest. And Uka Booka going to be sitting down here. He's going to be letting Drive take some of that blue Tiberium. 2 squads. He's got 2 squads here of Disintegrators. Will Futurama scout? His first scout's coming out now. Yes, Black Cane does have those Cabal drafts. And we can see now that looks like Chaos is getting in on this here as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if Futurama and his buddies are good at this map as well, because the Russians will occasionally play on crazy maps like this. It is a pretty crazy map. Like, it's pretty much all over the place. It's short, fast, and furious because this Tiberium is the only green Tiberium. Well, I guess you got the fields in the corner, but it's just awkward. It's a huge map, a lot of structures. Doesn't see a lot of combat. It just doesn't see a lot of combat. Are they going to spot those units moving through the middle? I'm not sure if they're aware that they're there. There's another squad down there as well, so he's got 2 squads. Is that a Raider buggy? Okay, so there is a Raider buggy from Hulk wedged in the top of the map here. Meanwhile, we're going to see Booker get straight in. There is a tower. There's no buzzer hive queued, and he's just going to rush this down. He's going to rush one down. He gets 1 harvest. He's just going to beeline the other one down. He should just go for it. He gets it, and he's going to try to... Yeah, he's just going to try to focus another. He's not going to get another one. He actually gets quite a bit of damage off. I don't know why he'd move it over there, because it's moving away from the turrets. Battle markers over here as well. Oh my god, Chaos lost a harvester. He's going to lose a second harvester unless these shredder turrets get massive hits. Not quite. 2 harvesters down, so they got 4. He got 4 harvesters. Gathered it's a 3v3, but he got 4 harvesters with that pincer move there. I mean, all their defense was focused over here, and then they had to quickly try to place it over. And oh my god, Drive has Orcas, and it's Black Hand Harvesters, so he can't. You can see them. He's going to target the ones that are full. Oh, Futurama. This is going to a 5th game. This is their blue tip field as well. They can't afford to have this one take damage. Oh my god, it's just getting worse. It is just getting worse. A drone ship snipe because Hulk's 2 War Factory all in. He's dead now. He's only got a Warp Sphere. He has no, he's got no infantry. He's just got gun walkers. He's losing harvesters. This is going to be a quick one, and this is what I was expecting on this map here. It's just going to be short, sharp, and frantic. And Team Futurama didn't take it seriously. They just went for the eco game, and it was very coordinated by Team Filthy Russians. Not even a filthy strat at all, but nonetheless. And I don't even know why they're still fighting. Like, he's got no harvesters left. There's no... Oh, Futurama's managed to recover some harvesters, but I mean, realistically... Oh, there's actually Orcas somewhere. Hammerheads and Orcas. Looks like there is some harvesters missing here from Booker, unless he only built 2. May have just built 2, but again, air defense has taken them out. I'm not sure where his Orcas are. They're over here. I mean, they're going to fight it. They're going to fight it. Can they? They really need to do some... Oh, look at this. There's a Marv coming out from Drive already. They really need to do a big strike somehow. But, I mean, look at this. And, yeah, that's it. Pennywise is out. Chaos gets his equipment. But, I mean, APMO's done, which is going to be nice. But he can just destroy these towers. I mean, these towers aren't going to be able to withstand... He's actually just got a general attack off. I think Hulk thinks they've won the game, but... I don't think these guys are going to surrender just yet, and he's just sort of randomly shooting at all the buildings while these towers just gradually destroy all of his units. That's not good, Hulk. You don't want to do that. He's losing quite a lot of units to these just couple of towers. It's not cost effective at all. Orcas come in. They will take out... Oh, that's a bit of a win there. He gets the Reclamator hub, which means Drive's Marv is going to be thoroughly delayed. He's got some Orcas over here trying to take out the airfield. Doesn't have enough missiles. It's going to have to back off. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Futurama and Chaos tap out one after the other. They don't want to fight that. I mean, Hulk's just going to win single-handedly at that point anyway, no matter how cost ineffective he is. But I mean, that map, I was expecting that. I was expecting some massive cheese or some all-in, because that's all you can do on that map. You can't really hope for an economic gain there. So we got another 5-setter. 2 in a row. These guys here cannot get enough of the 5-setters. I mean, the tournament hasn't disappointed. Why does the stream look blurry? Does the stream look blurry? It's in 1080. Is it only in 1080? Am I only streaming in 1080? Huh. Well, you look at that. I've only got it set to 1080. That's probably not something that I probably should have upped it to 1440. Hey, I don't know. Oh, I know. I've got it set to record in 1440, but the stream was only set to 1080. That's actually a setting from a long time ago. I haven't actually altered yet. I should probably have done that. Tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow I will stream in 1440. Futures Traveler, GDI, Black Hand. Wait, Traveler, GDI, Screen. I don't know why people keep saying it's nice to have me. Everyone's saying, oh, you're back, you're back. I'm like, I didn't leave. I've still been playing. I just didn't post any videos for a while. But nonetheless, it's good to be appreciated. Futurama's going to jump back to Traveler. But yeah, another 5-setter. Making him work for it. Yeah, it's not streamed in 1440. It's only streamed in 1080. Again, tomorrow for the grand finals I do it at 14. I don't know why. I think it's, again, a setting I used from a long time ago that I never bothered to update. I got a 20 megabit upload, so I can do 1440, no worries. So Traveler, Screen GDI, Booker's GDI, Drives GDI, Hogs Black Hand. So we're going to have a double GDI with a Black Hand versus the Scrin GDI Trav combo. Team Futurama there. They definitely love that Scrin Trav GDI effect. I mean, they don't actually have any players that I'm familiar with that play Nod. I mean, Chaos is a GDI player. Futurama's a GDI player predominantly. Or I mean, I guess he's more of a Scrin player, but he also likes his GDI. He doesn't play a lot of Nod. Pennywise does not have the map. Oh, that's unfortunate, isn't it? But yeah, Drive can play GDI and Nod. Booker is a GDI player, I think, predominantly. And Hulk is a Nod player. I guess he's GDI Nod. So they're going to put Pennywise in the corner, and Drive is going to be on the corner on the top side. So Drive, and this is the thing. I mean, whoever loses this game goes to the loser bracket. So again, it's not going to be the last of Will Bug players. I don't think so. No matter what, it's not the last we're going to see of these teams here. But in the top north side, we have playing as GDI. It is Drive leading Team Filthy Russians. On the right hand side, he has next to him Booker, and then further on we have Hulk Russian playing as Black Hand. We've got a Black Hand in the fight. Pennywise is going to start off in the trick spot. Going to see Futurama team captain, central south location. Chaos will be rounding it out in the same position he was last time we saw him on this map. It's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. I mean, it's going to be, I mean, at the end of the day, again, like I said, whoever loses is still in the tournament, but you'd really want to win here because, I mean, staying in the winners bracket is so important. I think having that extra game advantage in the grand final is definitely going to be a big boost. Like, it's going to be like a flat, straight point just for nothing. It is the best of 9 in the grand final, so it is going to be a long series no matter what. I think it's highly unlikely we'd see a 5-0. Chaos is going to be able to dispatch that squad nicely because he's got the numbers on his side. Futurama cleans up that scout as well. Black hand units creeping along here. It's just going to be scouts versus scouts here. No one's doing anything super crazy. Foundry build for Pennywise into his economy. Same thing here for Drive Russian. Has his EMP control center, maintaining that crane build. Nothing much, nothing special out from the middle two play. Oh, here we go. So we have Hulk once again with the dual war factory. Whenever he plays Black Can, he's been doing this dual war factory here. He's just going to do it straight away. He's going to hide the bikes. And that's what the beacon was at the start of the game that Drive did. Oh my god, he's been spotted. That's huge, by the way, because they're so far away. And look at that, he sold his war factory. Sorry, not his war factory, his MCV. And if this scout continues to move in, which it's going to, I mean, he can go have a look. He might not pick up on the fact that it's there. But are we going to see? No, we're going to see Harvester still coming out. We see Seeker tanks from Futurama. Futurama smells something. He's got his nose working there. He smells something out. I think Pennywise is going to get struck. Already putting the towers down. Already has Seeker tanks. Don't want to reverse move into the enemy. 2 towers down. Chaos helping out his mate. But he's just going to bypass that. He's going to go to the next base, force out defenses, or try to look for a gap. We saw this on game 1. Hulk couldn't make it work on game 1. I mean, he kind of did make it work, but he didn't take advantage of it. You know, he missed his window of opportunity. And now he's just driving around. He has map control. Oh, he's blowing his own bikes up on a rifleman squad. That's not good. Units being cleared out there. Pennywise will be fine. And Hulk is retreating. He's in full retreat. He's got a saboteur here. I'm not sure where he's planning on sending that. He's sort of sending it across the map, but I'm not sure what its goal is. Where it's going to... Is it going to try to go across to this spike? I'm not 100% sure. It's just Viceroys over there being annoying. I don't know why there's Viceroys on this map. They just are super annoying. They kill your engineers, kill your scouts. Looks like Drive has snuck some units through here. And Chaos hasn't spotted it. He will lose a Harvester. Losing a Harvester to 5 pits at this stage in the game, not the way you want to see things happen. He's going to have to pull that Harvester back. Will Drive commit? Drive will not commit. He will back off. Turret comes down. Battle markers over here. It's just going to be scouts being warded off here. Drive will... He's gone in deep now. I don't think he's going to be able to get out of there. Chaos should be able to chase him down because he's using some of his shots to hit the Harvesters. Seeker's also responding to that movement in the middle of the map here. Armor, we have some units from Pennywise, some Seeker tanks moving up to this position. They will just go in and attack these bikes, but there's Predator tanks there as well. Those Seeker tanks will be destroyed. I think he was hoping to find a base there, but there is none because Hulk is all in. And I think this is the point where I think Pennywise is going to realize that that's the case because there's nothing here. There's nothing here at all. And there should be something there no matter what. And Driver's got Orcas. He's got Orcas coming behind us. They spot it. And look at that. Hulk got the spike as well. Battle markers raging across this map here. These Orcas will come in. There's no anti-aircraft. Oh, there's a pit bull there. But it's not going to be enough to really do anything. He's going to get 3 Harvesters if he micros correctly. And he will micro correctly. And he'll get out of there. He won't lose any of the Orcas as well. Chaos is hurt pretty bad. EMP spike comes down. EMP spike comes down, tries to get in with the bike, it's going to be denied again. I mean, you got to hand it to Pennywise. He's been playing like a brick wall in this series. He's just so reliable. He's always got forces where he needs them. He's always got, and he's always in force. And he's always able to defend this off. These tanks, unfortunately, are being completely routed by those disintegrators. No anti-infantry. There's some APCs coming now. They're a little bit late. They're not going to run up to them. Probably afraid of the mine bomb. A lot of Raider buggies there. There are dev tanks though. They have been charged as well. They will have some serious firepower on them. Battle markers raging across this map. Drive, no Chaos camping out the blue tib field. Meanwhile, oh, he's got heroic disintegrators. There's a hammerhead there. He might be able to snipe that hammerhead out if he's not paying attention. No, he won't be able to get it, unfortunately. With the disintegrators gone as well, I mean, he's got these dev tanks here. These dev tanks can pop these predator tanks, no worries. And he realizes it now. He's like, hang on a second, I can just push this army back. That's fine. Orcas are there. He's got to watch out for the orcas, but there are enough gun walkers and sinkers here to make mincemeat of anything that's there. Hulk pushing down here. Futurama has a lot of forces here. He's got a lot of disintegrators. I don't think he's going to be able to get through that wall of Raider Buggy. No, he's not. He doesn't have any anti-armor. I mean, there's some tanks. No, those are drive tanks, sorry. Chaos doesn't have any armor for him. Oh, man, he's only got pit bulls and he's only got rocket squads, and they're going to move into this base and be able to destroy this here. There's some turrets there, but there's no AP ammo. He's going to start losing harvesters. They get targeted straight away. Temple comes down, but unfortunately some of the harvesters are caught in that. And Chaos is not pulling those harvesters off the line, so they're just being destroyed. He could have pulled them out of there, pulled them back here, and then they could have destroyed this army, because they're going to destroy this army. But now Chaos has lost like 4 or 5 harvesters that he didn't need to lose. Battle markers over here, tripods are out. He already has the shields for them as well. Mammoth tank is there, doesn't have railguns. There is enough here to cause some problems. There's still a few dev tanks here. They still have charge. They can do some serious damage. Phases forward that first unit. Unfortunately, he phases a lot of the gun walkers, which means there's nothing to kill. There's nothing to kill the hammerheads. Oh, that might have been a bit of a mistake. He needed to not phase the gun walkers. And now he has to retreat, and looks like Booker is moving the MCD forward. Battle markers raging over here. Looks like Futurama causing a ton of problems for Drive. Drive has railguns, but he's forced back. Too much infantry, too much mind control. What's happening over here? Pennywise being pushed all the way back to his base now. Orcas coming in. They're just going to snipe down. Oh, just get that as well. But Pitbulls are here, very lightly armored, but they will deal with those units there. Forces the Sonic out, will back off there. Oh my god, it's tense. Hulk is still all in, by the way. He is still 100% all in. And this is the thing, when it comes to outlasting... Oh, he's actually going to destroy those. That was the thing, a bit of a waste of the stasis. I mean, again, you want to use that on the army that's approaching your base to crack it. You don't want to use it to clean up. Just, there's like 5 or 6 bikes there. That's the end. And hammerheads are going to come in. Are there turrets here? There are some turrets back here. He's actually got zone heads. Driver's got a bit of everything. Oh my god, there's an attack here. EMP comes down. He's got a ground army here. Chaos just doesn't have anything to respond to that. He's got nothing. He's got some turrets. He's going to rely on Futurama. Futurama is doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Pennywise should be able to survive on his own here. Orcas are coming in. I think he's going to be able to destroy some of them. No, they look like they belong to Chaos. Teleports in the hexapod there. But this base over here, oh, he's sort of backed off. Not really sure if he wants to go in there. Teleports away. I don't even know what's going on right now. This hexapod's all over the place. Prodigy is there. It's hard to keep track of things. Those zone heads are now taking out the gun walkers. Oh man, he's gonna need shard launchers. He's trying to focus these units down. Railguns is done. There's not enough mammoth tanks there, but there are zone heads, and that one gun walker managed to pop those. Oh no, he's not microwave, and that's it. He kills the Prodigy, but he loses all of his zone heads. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. Absolutely not worth it. I mean, that's a lot of micro intensiveness to rebuild those as Drive. And he does have an army around here, which again, Chaos is just powerless to stop. Chaos is pretty much routed at this point. He really has no significant force left on the map. It's going to be up to Pennywise and Futurama. So basically, Chaos has been rendered Hulk 2.0. Oh, he needs to get that. Just managed to drop that with these Orcas here from Chaos. That's huge because it stops the base push, and it means Pennywise can breathe a sigh of relief. Drive is moving through the backside of the base, but you know what? Futurama may be able to clean this up. He's got forces sprawling through the back here. And here comes the Prodigy. Oh, huge mind control. Gets 3 tanks there all lined up. And again, reverse moving your tanks into the enemy. Not a good idea. He's going to lose all of those. Sonic into there. Should be able to finish the job. Maybe not quite. Battle marker over here. Looks like Hulk is running through with the bike buggy. I'm not sure how much damage he did. It doesn't look like enough. Still plenty of harvesters there from these guys. They're going to move through this back area, and you know what? They actually have quite a force here. The spikes are taking damage. These disintegrators will probably be cleaned up, but they're causing enough sporadic damage here to be a bit of a headache. Juggernaut's now moving in. Hammerhead's moving in. Chaos, I'm not sure what he's going to do with those ones here. Hexapod is there. Tripods walk in. Drive not paying attention. He's going to lose everything here. That's all going to be cleaned up. A lot of the buggy is being cleaned up as well. It's almost all gone, so Drive, it's just down to this main center force now. It's actually only 4 Juggernauts there. I thought it was larger than that. Oh man, I think Booker has quite a lot of mammoth tanks. He If he attacks, if he coordinates his attack with Drive Russian, they could do some serious damage here to the bottom team. Zone Troopers are out and about. Scanner packs upgraded. That gives them extra range. Very important in these matchups here. Devastator Warship is there. That is nice to put pressure on things. They will flatten Zone Troopers one shot. Hexapod is there. Will have to retreat away. Again, struggling to refine anything on that field. A lot of Mammoth tanks here, and he's trying to get into a line. No Juggernauts though, which means he will have to commit to an open fight. GDI's... Oh, we've got a Shockwave coming down. We have a Shockwave coming down. Where is it going to come down? Oh no, that was Chaos's Shockwave? Are you serious? Chaos is an uplink. And here comes the EMP, takes off a lot of the shields just in time. Oh, huge area mind control. And he takes another. He got 3 Mammoth tanks. He's going to try to move the Prodigy away, and he's pulling all these forces, all these Raider buggies into these tripods. Massive engagement, huge engagement. We have Disintegrators here from Futurama as well. And all of a sudden, Booker is broken. He's in full retreat. He's so many tripods here. And these Mammoth tanks take a really bad angle getting out. That one is going to die. The rest may be able to escape. Battle markers over here. No, it's just a singular tank. Drive is making progress. Another Shockwave comes down right on the forces over here. Gets the Hexapod. He better hope there is a phase field available to him. Going to take out that single trap. Yeah, he phases straight away. He doesn't even wait for the Juggernauts to shoot at him before he taps out of that area. And it looks like not Judge Power. I almost called him Judge Power. It looks like Pennywise is actually just going to continue to push forward on this position. He does have a zone head here, which he has no anti-air. There's a few anti-air over here. Calling in the Buzzer Swarm. Battle markers over there. Futurama trying to hold off Drive's attack. Drive has a lot of these forces here, and Chaos still in the game, but the MCV is in a very precarious situation. Will be moving the drone ship. Does have his Prodigy down there as well. Futurama just concentrating on holding this area here while Pennywise comes up and cleans over here. He's actually sent some of his own gunwalkers up here, which he really needs the anti-aircraft, because if they have anti-aircraft, they can protect against the Orcas and the zone heads, and they can destroy this base here, which is some of the last pieces of Tiberium on the north side of that. The uplink is sold off. He had to sell the uplink, so that is gone. No more Shockwave. And you know what, this infantry here, Hulk has obviously gone for another MCV, but it's not going to be enough. There's going to be way too many gunwalkers here for them to hold that there. And oh, that's a massive sonic shot. That is a huge sonic shot. Meanwhile, this attack is oh, he's teleported into the line, trying to crush these what do you call it, Juggernauts a lot. Oh, he might actually destroy his own Reclamator hub there. What's going on here? That is crazy. No, he's going to be able to save that. But meanwhile, pushing over here, I think Team Futurama, I mean, Pennywise is just in an almost unstoppable situation right now. He's got so many tripods over here. He can finish off Hulk pretty quickly. The MCV will fall. He's going to focus down that Sonic emitter, that single Sonic emitter, just nothing in the face of all those forces there. Oh, but we do have some units over here. He doesn't have Tib Core, but he is taking out the Harvesters. It's too little too late, I think, for Hulk Russian, because it's not about stopping the economy now. It's about stopping the army. They need to stop the army. They're not going to win by killing Harvesters at the moment. They need to kill this here. And Futurama just causing a wave of confusion. He is just causing a massive amount of confusion and just harassing over here. Teleports away. There's no EMP grenades. I mean, EMP grenades are iffy at best, but he needs to, Drive needs to recover those husks. And look at that. He's going to get another rank on that, I almost think for sure. Hulk is fallen. Hulk has been defeated. I think he may have actually been destroyed out of the game, which really denies his allies anything that he may have had, but I don't think he had a lot anyway. Booker is just about done. Booker is done. Booker sold out. Oh my god. He sold out, which is an absolute stab in the back for Drive, and Drive's like, I'm not going to fight that. Drive still had a force. Drive could have fought, but he doesn't have anything up here to stop that, and that's going to win the game. So Team Ukraine and friends will be taking another 5-set of victory here. 3-2. Yeah, look at Chaos. He just flatlined there. He just flatlined out of there. And Hulk all in the whole game. It didn't matter. But yeah, look at that. Booker and Drive getting more money, but losing out there. Have a look at their kill-death ratio. Probably not that great. Yeah, Drives was 2.0. Pennywise at 2.26. So there you go. Well done to those guys there. And I think they're just going to jump straight into the next round. They might walk them to death. Devour tanks aren't underrated. People just don't know how to use them. Like, there's nothing wrong with the Devour tanks. They're very powerful when they're used properly. We're going to take a short break, guys, but don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We got, it looks like they are going to continue on with the tournament. So this is going to be the winners bracket final, not the grand final, the winners bracket final. Actually, let's get the command post up now. Let's just refresh this. So you can see that, yeah, Chaos, Future, and Pennywise will now play Bite Crush, Gaspari, and Bart Jones. These guys basically got through on full disqualifications, and this is the grand final here, and this is the winners bracket grand final. Lower bracket looks like, yeah, Haru is just, yeah, they're just progressing. I think they'll just progress as well. So it'll be Hulk Drive and Booker versus Haru Shock Trap It, and then the winner will play the loser of this one, and then it'll go to the grand final. So there's basically 4 teams left at this stage in the tournament. But I will be taking a short break, and I'll be back very shortly, I guess. But stay tuned. This game series, which I believe is best of 7, is coming up very shortly. Okay guys, I'm back. Let's get things back up and running again. Alright, scoreboard check. Looks like we're ready to go here. Alright, so Nod, GDI, Traveler, Scrim. So yeah, Team Ukrainian Friends is going to be sticking with their factional setup. Futurama had to change his color again because it has been taken. So just keep an eye on that one here. But Team Bark, of course, has Bike Rush on there, and he will be teaming with Gaspari and Bart Jones. And we haven't obviously seen these guys play yet because they got through to this part of the tournament on disqualifications. One of the players left, and another one was, again, players left. So that was a bit unfortunate. Again, I had the opportunity to try to play in this tournament. I just thought, you know what? I just feel like sitting back and watching. I've always wanted, I do like sitting down and just casting and being the commentator and just talking about the game and watching the action, especially in these games that get so intense. Like, there's so many plays, you're basically guaranteed huge fights no matter what. Even the all-ins, there's going to be so many units. It's just going to be big fights, big action. But Team Bark will be running with a double GDI and a Nod. So they're really going to be pushing those Juggernauts, those Marvs, Firehawks, Hammerheads, those late game units with the Nod stealth abilities, Redeemer, etc, etc, etc. They won't have any Scrin on their team. They'll be up against 2 Scrins, so obviously Scrin Vanilla, Travel 59, best of both worlds there. Generally won't see a lot of Reaper in this situation, just because Reaper don't have the artillery. They have the hardcore base cracking units though, like their tripods obviously super fantastic. Shard Walkers are insane. They got things like the Stasis still. They got the Phase. No mind control or teleportation, but it's got to be a weakness somewhere. But yeah, again, we just haven't seen, like, and again, we've watched 10 games now, and we've seen like a little bit of Black Hand, and it hasn't done very well. But we'll have to see how this goes. But yeah, looks like Bike needs another 1 or 2 minutes, so we're going to start this one very shortly. Hope you're all enjoying this. It looks like we've recovered most of our viewers. Actually, no, sorry, it's gone down. It was up to 51, but it's dropped down to 38, so... Yeah, generally speaking, like in large team fights like this, a lot of people will want to try to add a Nod just because of the Disruption Tower and the stealth. It's really good. Like, obviously it's not the be-all end-all, like you can do fine without it, but it's just, you know, sort of leaning towards having that because it makes it hard to attack, because even if you have the ability to break a base, if you can't see the base, you're always like, am I going into a trap? Does he have a line of units back there I can't see? You've got to bring the extra stealth detection. It makes it harder, and it's a psychological thing. Unless you're Russian, of course, and they just like beeline, and it's like, you haven't got anything there, I don't need to see anything, and they just rush in and kill everything. Maybe we'll get Master Leaf on tomorrow to help us cast the grand final. But don't forget, guys, day two, I've already set up a stream for it, starting tomorrow. It looks like it's probably just going to be, the loser bracket final and then the grand final. I'm guessing that's probably what they're going to do. If we go back to the brackets, because Haru, Team Shock Trap at Team Russia is playing Team Filthy Russians. So they're going to be playing a best of 5. And then the winner will play the loser of this match in a best of 7. And yeah, whoever wins this match that we're going to watch now is going to go straight to the grand final with a 1-0 head start. Looks like we're ready to go. So yeah, if I was the organisers, given the way the tournament's gone, I would definitely set the loser bracket final to tomorrow. And the grand final to tomorrow. That way you got 2 matches. You got a best of 7 and a best of 9. it's enough content to give us a few hours. Allows the players to recharge as well. We're on Arctic 6, by the way. And starting on the east side, or the southeast corner, we're going to have, as our purple player, it's going to be Futurama here. It's got purple now, Travel 59. And Chaos is going to be stuck in the middle here as the GDI faction. There is a EMP control center back there. And that means Pennywise. He's on the right flank. Meanwhile, on the top left-hand corner, it's Bark Rash. Deadly Bark Rash here. Bark like Bark. And he's got centrally to his location, he's got, let's see who we put here. He put Bart Jones in the center, which means Gwaspy. Gwaspari is over here playing as the Nod faction. Beacons. Nothing particularly special about this map. I mean, you've got this cross section at the back, which nothing ever happens there. Just got some spikes and the EMP control center. There is a contested spike either side. There's bunkers sitting back here. We'll have to see how this goes. Yeah, it's interesting. Looks like Chaos is just going to run smack bang into that, and he doesn't have any backup. He's not going to get back into that bunker. That's unfortunate. You shouldn't have really lost that, especially with the spike as cover. But nonetheless, it looks like those units are going to be destroyed as well. So Bart Jones not doing that well. We do have Nod militants in there, but they're no match for those extra buzzer swarms. Extra rifles, but no engineer. There you go. This is how they roll. Scout gets by. Pennywise is going to spot Bike Rush's base, but there's no walkers coming. It's just an eco build. See some buzzers cleaning things up over here as well. They will clean up the last scouts there from Bart Jones before Gaspari gets in there. Doesn't get that garrison cleared, but not super important. Do these guys do anything crazy? No. Pennywise, he's been the eco king. Chaos doing the same thing. Same with Futurama. Nothing special happening. Everyone's got eco on their mind. Bike Rush's moving that Hubble. He's going to go over here to his expansion. He holds 2 spike. He also holds the EMP control center. Probably the player you want to have control of that because he'll be able to use it the best. A lot of these noob-like players or mids, they tend to just blast it off at the first thing that moves. And a lot of the time you see them EMP an army and they haven't actually got anything in position to punish it. And so by the time they do, the army's powered back up and you sort of just lost your whole advantage. EMP Spike, in my opinion, absolute best EMP in the game. And it gets more cost effective the more you use it, because essentially you only pay $500 for it. You pay $500 for it, and that's if you use it just once. You know, use it twice, it's only $250 per strike. You know, the value just gets crazy good. In a game like this, you'd expect to use it quite a bit, because Squari has some units out here, so first real combat units coming out here, or pressuring. Looks like we can see Futurama wants to try to defend that blue Tiberium field. We do have a Tiberium field in the center as well. Beacon over here. Looks like we're going to see Bart Jones moving some forces down here as well. And Futurama decides, hey, you know what? I'm not going to fight 2 guys at once. I'm going to back up. He's only got 3 Seekers, 4, 5 Seekers, and more Seekers back here. He's got a Buzzer Swarm combined, so he will relinquish control of that field. He will be able to defend his expansion though. Looks like no Harvesters coming from Guaspari though. Futurama should be okay to defend here. Pops a bite pretty quickly. There's rocket PCs here though, so he's under pressure from 2 opponents. Chaos is dropping some towers. We've got a portal coming down here as well. This is from Futurama himself. He should be okay here. Trying to target down the bikes there because they do the most damage. Mine Drop comes in as well, but he's not going to get a harvest. The harvesters will pull behind the refinery. Surprising, these 2 APCs are actually still going here. One of them's got no damage at all. There's units blowing up everywhere, but again, they won't get a harvester. Does de-garrison them out. Nice moves by Bart Jones there. What's happening over here? If you seek it, no, sorry. Rocket PCs as well from Bike Rush. Big minefield. Hopefully doesn't drive directly over those. No, he will pop those mines before making a move, so they will clean that up. So the attack, not very successful. No harvesters lost. They just traded some units for some units. And Guaspari didn't take any blue tip off the back end of that. And he could have easily done that. He could have easily sent a harvester there and got some blue Tiberium. But that map control was for naught. Bike Rush is going to... No, he's turned around. Yeah, he knows that Pennywise is there. Pennywise, again, been saying this all series, he's a bit of a brick wall. He's just reliable. He's got forces. He's able. He's not particularly fancy or special, but he's just able to defend himself appropriately. He does. He's actually got growth stimulators there, and he's got a harvester on its way, and he's going to push behind this as well. He could easily take out the infantry on the ground there with his forces here. Looks like Guaspari is going to push with some tanks here as well. That harvester Futurama might want to pull that back. Couple of hammerheads here as well. Looks like they might belong to Bart Jones. Yeah, he's going to pull that back there. Battle markers over there. Tier 3 comes down. Flame tanks coming out for Guaspari. Big EMP comes off on this army, but a phase comes down, and that harvester will be able to get out scot-free. Pennywise just going to retreat back. Doesn't have that much. He's trying to get it. Oh, that's in a dangerous position. If Bycrush decides to push this, he might be able to snipe down that Tier 4 War Factory. It's definitely a possibility. And that was a dangerous position to place that as well. Guaspari is also attacking the Reclamator Hub. He needs a Sonic Emitter, but he needed it yesterday. It's not quite ready yet. Big EMP comes down, moves out the way, only gets a singular tank. He's going to be able to route that. This is what I'm talking about. Bycrush has spotted this. He's going to pop that. There's a Sonic Emitter here. He now needs to back up to the Sonic Emitter because there's no point fighting outside range of that. And that's going to really hurt Pennywise. That's going to delay that by quite a bit. He has to replace that Tier 4 War Factory. Flame Tank comes in, gets a refinery, trying to get the tech center, but no, it's not going to happen this time. Reclamator Hub does survive. Oh, big Sonic shots coming in here. Look at all the dead tanks there. Huge Sonic shots. Chaos making it happen. Battle markers over there. Bombs the Tier 3. Bycrush has some forces here. Will get out. 3 Firehawks appear to survive that one there. Marv does get out. He's got Stratofighter. Pennywise moving back here again. Going to take some more blue Tiberium. I think we just saw a click. Yeah, Futurama gets clicked. He's now got no refs because of that Flame Tank click combo. And we have laser capacity over here. Not looking that great. I mean, Chaos doesn't care. He's going to push with the Marv, and this could be a problem because they don't really have... I mean, they've got their own Marv. They might be able to hold it, but this laser army is going to go around, and he's got nothing but Disintegrators to try to hold it. And again, he can just run over the Disintegrators because he's got Dozer Blades. What's happening over there? Pennywise with a few forces here. They're going to have to do something about this. He's going to need a Sonic Drop. He's going to need a Sonic Drop. He's got something ready to go. He's got a base defense ready to go. I'm not sure what it is, though. It's definitely not a Storm Column. Marv comes down. Looks like we do have an Obelisk here. That Obelisk is from Guaspari. It's going to be dropped though. And with artillery here to help support, Pennywise is joining the party as well. Something got shot down there. Not sure what it was. Here comes the uplink. Get ready for the shockwave to come in here. Not sure where he's going to use that. Oh, he gets all of them. A lot of Sonic emitters coming out from everywhere. And all of a sudden this whole push has been crushed. And the Marv will be destroyed. Almost certainly be destroyed here. There's so many units there. These Juggernauts somehow managed to escape, but meanwhile, looks like somehow Futurama held that. He might have lost his drone ship. Got a tech center, he's beaconing it. Bycrush has found it. Doesn't get sold off, Futurama can't see that. He's probably got no radar. It's falling apart here for Team Ukraine and friends. And look at this, gonna Marvis blue Tiberium field. Not very good, but I mean, at this stage of the game, why not? And Chaos somehow holds this base head here at the moment, but for how much longer? I mean, they sold off a lot of the turrets. Actually, Spectre artillery coming through from Guaspari. I definitely saw more. Yeah, there's a couple more over there. Moving the MCV forward. Bycrush in a little bit of trouble. He's getting pressure, but I mean, he's got a quad rail Marv. That is insane. Oh man, that's huge. He gets the Devastator warship, and all these forces here are going to be destroyed. Gets a phase off, luckily. Futurama surprisingly has some forces here, but he's fighting Sonic Emitters. He's got one tripod. He needs to rush this Sonic Emitter down right now. He will get it. He needs to destroy this MCV. If he can destroy this MCV right now, which I reckon he might get it, he might have a fighting chance here. There is still a Sonic Emitter here. The Marv has no anti-infantry. Pennywise can hold his own up the top. He can definitely hold the line up the top there. Something being destroyed up there. And now Disintegrators pressuring that Marv back. They're doing a lot of damage. Oh, big cloaking field. Kills a lot of those Disintegrators. He decides he's had enough. He's going to turn around. So Team Bark really putting the pressure on. Pennywise still pushing back Bycrush a little bit. I don't think he's going to get much further though. With the ridge here, the Juggernauts can sit at the top of the ridge. They'll be fine. He has to pull back. He's got no choice. He's got a harvester there. Might want to get that back to work. I don't think he's going to be able to mine that blue Tiberium with that Marv coming through. He might even get a shot off on these tripods on the way out. That's going to do a lot of damage as well. Oh, he uses the stasis. He's going to have to go. Biocrush is going to respond to this. Is he not going to respond to this? Battle Marker's over here. Future Armor getting bombed out of the game. He doesn't have enough. He's got one tripod to try to hold that. But yeah, it looks like Pennywise is going to move forward, and Pennywise making it happen over this side. Going to kill a lot of Biocrush's units. He needs to get the EMP off the Marv. He's going to turn around now, and he's going to consolidate this Marv kill. There you go. Instantly EMPs it. There's no way to save that. There's no phase field coming for Biocrush. He will lose that Marv. So Pennywise has got to watch out. These Firehawks are coming. They will be able to shoot down one of those Devastators. Loses one of the Firehawks. And look at that. Stealth Tower comes down, looking to hold onto this area here. Meanwhile, this Marv reverse moving into the enemy. Not a good idea. And it's very clumsy. Oh man, that's very clumsy there. He gets a rank on the Marv, but it's not going to matter. That's going to go down. So Bart Jones, and all of a sudden these Juggernauts, they're all left out in the open, and they're actually holding with these tier 1 units here. Quispari sends the Spectres in there too far forward, and it looks like Pennywise might not want to push that. He sort of partially went in, not sure if he's really going to commit to that. These Disintegrator squads doing so much damage, they're actually killing so many of these Juggernauts, but is it going to be enough? Is it going to be really going to be enough? There's a lot of Spectre artillery here, and there's infantry here as well. That's going to be difficult to deal with for the Travel player because he's been mainly relying on Disintegrators. Pennywise is retreating. Biocrush held that. Chaos says GG. Chaos has got nothing left to his name. Chaos has been defeated, which means Pennywise will grab his equipment. A bit unfortunate. I think Future Armor would probably have wanted his equipment a little bit more than that. But that's it. It's going to be quick succession here. So unfortunately, Team Ukraine and friends will be bowing out of that one there. It's a long series though. It's a best of 7, and they performed well. I mean, Pennywise almost broke Biocrush there, and Future Armor and Chaos did a great job of handling the back end of that game, but it was too much for them. They got overrun. Bit unfortunate there. We're going to go back to Space Garden. I can't believe these guys are picking Space Garden. I can't believe it's even been picked at all, really. Oh. Damn man, I miswatched this. Yeah, damn man, proper English. This particular series is a best of 7. GDI, Traveler, Screen, GDI. Where's Bike? Whoa. It is 2:30 in the morning, so I'm getting a bit I guess I'm not that tired, a little bit tired, but nonetheless keen to see this series out. We've seen some good Kane's Wrath. We've seen 2 series which both were 5-setters. They both went the distance. But yeah, I just can't help but feel that Future Armor was he had his claws clipped in that game there. He was really stunted, just losing both the refs, getting clicked, losing a few too many pressures, getting bombed as well. Like it really it removed him from the game there. And again, on the back end, he did a great job trying to destroy Bart Jones and Glispari's attack. He did a lot of damage, way more than what he took, but it was just too much in the end. He needed some tech units, or he needed more economy, unfortunately, in that game to get things going. But I mean, they have a good run on this map here. I believe they have won. Yeah, they've won both games on this map, so they haven't lost on this map just yet. But we may be seeing the same set of 3v3 maps over and over here by the looks of things. So Pennywise switched GDI. Looks like Pennywise has switched GDI. They may be sort of discussing strategies. Trying to work out what their game plan is going to be, what faction they need the best. So Future Armor is going to switch Mark to Kane. make sure we have an accurate. Alright, looks good. So GDI, Mock, Bart's GDI, Penny's GDI, Guaspari's GDI. Alright, Guaspari's. We're gonna have triple GDI, are you serious? It looks like we're gonna have a triple GDI on Team Bark, and that means we're gonna have 5 GDI. We are gonna have 5 GDI and 1 Mock. It's gonna be intense. I mean, I hope you guys like Juggernauts because there's gonna be a lot of them. We could even have just Mass Mammoth Tank. Sometimes that formulates if someone decides they're gonna go Mass Mammoth Tank, so they can just Q move forward. Alright, Master Leaf, no, there was no Master Leaf, there was no Phoenix, and Rex did not show. Oh my god, they just switched all their factions again. So Pennywise and Guaspari are Scrin. They definitely want that Scrin support on their side. I mean, you built around certain players. Futurama's going to... Oh my god. Alright, so Futurama's gone Nod. Alright. Nod, GDI, Scrin. And Bart's GDI. Guaspari's Scrin, Bike's GDI. Alright, let's get game 2 going. So we have had some factional changes here. Futurama will be switching to Nod. Guaspari will be switching Scrin. Just make sure I've got these factions lined up properly. Alright, so we're going to have on the central left side here, it's going to be Guaspari playing as Scrin. To his right flank, Team Bark's captain, Bark himself, Bike Rush, and then on their north flank, they're going to have Bart Jones playing as GDI Vanilla. Over here, playing as the purple Nod Vanilla is going to be Futurama, team captain, and Pennywise, Scrin as always, and Chaos will round it out, sticking with GDI. So I think perhaps Futurama doesn't want to have to contend with the Firehawks, especially on the really big maps, because the bigger the map is, the better the Firehawks are generally, because they're very fast. They can just teleport across the map and then just bomb, and it's hard to set up air defenses when you have so many bases to cover, so it just makes them quite good. But of course you can run away with it if you need. Actually sells off a refinery there. There you go. Bart Jones will run in. He runs over the Tiberium, which means he's damaged himself quite badly, so Futurama could have cleaned that up if he was paying more attention, but not going to be doing that. Nothing much else happening. Has secured the bunker here, which means that Bike Rush's not going to be able to do anything about that. Has a foxhole here to block all scouting from Bike Rush. Bike Rush actually built a pit ball. He's actually super concerned about Orca cheese. I mean, you would be, but it's not going to be any Orca cheese. Nothing from the Scrin, and it's just a crane build from Futurama. Ecoing up here from Bart Jones. Guaspari just running off the eco game. Bike Rush doing the same thing, but yeah, that pit bull just shows that Bike Rush is super concerned about mass Orca cheese or some type of mass all-in. And you don't want to really lose, I guess he doesn't really want to lose a quick game, so went for that fast pit bull. Not a big deal because, I mean, he starts with blue tib. You can always go for a pit scout if you need, it's nothing serious. Late foundry here from Pennywise. Not sure why that foundry was so late there. He didn't start with it. He sort of went with it afterwards. Almost gets that pitbull. That pitbull, I can't see that pitbull making it back home. At some stage it's going to collect something. Actually has a... Yeah, he's got some infantry units here to clean out the scout. But we are going to see the eco game. And that rifleman squad pops that almost dead pitbull. And that's going to be the end of the pitbull for Bike Rush. He's got his own crane as well. No AP ammo on the way. Going for an airfield. Let's see where this leads us. Is it going to be Stratofighter? Oh, it could be Stratofighter. Oh yeah, that's definitely Stratofighter. He's going for a Stratofighter upgrade. Which means we're going to see Firehawks. A few units over here. Look, he might actually get a harvester here. Bart Jones probably going to get one off of Futurama. Oh, just gets it outside. Can he get repairs on there? And Bart Jones not really paying a lot of attention. Not actually going to get the kill. He could have got one if he just focused fire a bit more. APC will do a fair bit of damage on the way out. Had to sell another refinery. That's not good. He's only got one ref on this side of the map. Beacons over here. Looks like Gaspari's making his way into Chaos's base. But Chaos does have sporadic forces here. He should be able to defend this. He's not going to lose a harvester. Battle marker over here. Orca Strike. That's just to reveal the screen. So Bike Rush 100% is going to target Pennywise because he's the screen and he can't fence his tech center. But Futurama may have a shrine. He does have a shrine. He's gonna, yeah, there's the scan. There's the scan. Firehawks are on their way. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Battle markers everywhere. There's the stealth tower, so he's actually going to stealth all of his out. And this is really difficult for Bike Rush. Now, they do have 2 scans because there's 2 GDIs, which is nice, but you basically have to scan where the tech center is, and they're never going to put it in a scannable place. They're always going to put it in somewhere weird. I really think they should put their... Yeah, there's so much tech here. Yeah, he's going to put it down there. He doesn't actually have any stealth cover there. There's the stealth cover. That's not within range. No, it's outside range. Bike Rush could take that out if he wants. It's actually hammerheads here as well. No AP ammo. I'm assuming it's on the way. Yeah, it is on the way. It's a little bit slow though. Trying to kill that hive. That hive will eventually fall. Interesting mind games here. Strike comes in, so Bike Rush. Oh my god, he's moving his MCV across here. He needs to get there before it gets down. He needs to get some damage on that. Oh my god, Futurama's seen it. He's going to get a little bit of damage on it, but I don't think it's enough. I think we're going to see a Sonic emitter because there's almost certainly another one. He's got to have another one. He does have another one. It's going to be planted down now. And look, he's already spreading his forces out, expecting that to come through. Oh, he's actually got his own Firehawks. He could pop this. Bike Rush loses that. That's huge, by the way. Something else going on in the middle of the map. But I'm really fixated on this over here. Battle markers over there. We have some Seeger tanks running through, but it's nothing serious. And Bike Rush is not going to be able to push through here. He's going to lose these Predator tanks. All these red tanks going down that. Oh, that Juggernaut from the back there. Just destroying everything. That did not go well. He might actually get the Firehawk here. He will get the Firehawk because Chaos has got his own Firehawks. Oh, he bombed the airfield, but the Firehawks were not there, and he lost another Firehawk. Not good for Bike Rush. Bike Rush not doing very well at all. Beacons over here. Looks like Futurama almost loses his MCV to this Shock Trooper attack. He's not going to lose it though. A beacon comes in. The repair tool is down there, but I thought he would have built a... Oh no, no, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why would you have a barracks there? Build an engineer. Oh my god, that's going to just slow Futurama down so much. Oh, and how did Bike Rush get that Marv there? How did he get that Marv there? Did that get teleported? It must have been teleported. There's no way it drove through there. Especially with those Juggernauts there, that's not going to happen. Can't cause enough damage to Chaos though. He's still pumping out these Juggernauts, and he's got a base in the middle. He's going to Marvis this field. He's going to be fine. And look at this Pennywise with his tech center intact is able to move down here, and they're looking pretty good. Mass infantry here. Oh, he's forgotten infusion. Oh my god, massive error there from Futurama. He doesn't have Tiberium infusion done. He's forgotten about it. Oh, that's actually... look at all the mock squads coming out of there. He's got so many mock squads. No EMPs coming down, though. That's going to do a lot of damage. Oh, look at the mock squads. Oh, there's like 12 mock squads there. Unfortunately, no EMP coming down. Firehawks, I don't know even whose they are. Looks like they belong to Chaos. He will destroy all of the hammerheads. Massive shockwave comes down here now. Stasis comes down, forced to come down. We have some units here from Guaspari. Guaspari arrives with reinforcements, but you know what? Another stasis comes down as well. They should just be able to drop this. Firehawks shooting at something. These Devastator warships do have the buff of the Iron Storm there. The MCV from Bart Jones will fall. The Marv has to retreat. We have a click coming down. Oh, it gets 2 ref from Bart Jones. The whole base is gone. He has no build radius. He's going to have to back out of here. Finally, some EMP come down. A little bit late. He could just EMP all of these tripods here. Let's see if he actually does that. He's not launching any EMP at all, but I mean, he might just be able to get them anyway. Oh my god, Chaos is here as well. He's got the Marv, and now we have, oh, Guaspari's going to lose that. He's going to lose that as soon as it un-EMPs. He might be able to teleport it out of there. Bart Jones is in full retreat, but Bike Rush is so out of this game, he has barely anything to his name. Oh, he does have a base over here. Oh, almost a disconnection there. He's got a Marv. Actually, no, never mind. I didn't realize Bike Rush had everything over here. Oh no, stratifighting directly into the enemy. Oh god, that was really bad. Meanwhile, this fight continues. And yeah, EMPs, and that's it. See you later. Guaspari loses his hexapod. What was that? A random juggernaut over there. I mean, you think Chaos would be able to clean that up. Actually, a lot of open mining over here that's not covered at all. All the fighting's up here. His Marv has actually only got a single garrison in it. And these Devastator warships, oh my god, there's 4 of them. They could just 2-shot or even 3-shot this this construction yard. Stealth towers coming down. They could very easily destroy this MCV. This is granting them a lot of build radius here. Got a Prodigy there as well. They see the Prodigy straight away. He pulls it back. He's like, no thank you. The Devastator warships are going to be pretty weak against the Marv. There's almost no point even firing at it. They really want to be firing at the construction yard. Big rage gen. Oh, he'd raged the Marv, and it's going to destroy one of the Juggernauts. Lucky not to lose more there. That's a dangerous place to put a refinery. That would be almost instantly destroyed. And again, he could just focus down that sonic emitter. Supersonic airstrike comes in, does a fair bit of damage. Oh my god, is he going to lose? One Devastator goes down. Oh, he was lucky only to lose one there. Did he even lose one? Not even 100% sure if he lost one. This is crazy, this fight here. Bike Rush. Where do all those Juggernauts come from? I don't even know where the Juggernauts come from. We have Shockwave coming down. This is nuts. This is nuts. What is even happening here? This fight. I mean, Bike Rush is on the high ground. He's on the high ground with the Marv, and this is insane. Another redemption ability comes down. The Redeemer is destroyed. Oh, it's getting really slow here. It is getting really slow. You can tell that they're struggling with everything that's happening on the map. EMP is coming down from Futurama there as well. Buzzer Swarm comes in. He's still got the Devastator warships, but look at this. Guaspari's bringing in a lot of Devastator warships. EMP's coming down. Where was that Shockwave? I didn't even see that Shockwave. The Marv here, oh, very dangerous. Pennywise can get an EMP off there. He should be able to get an EMP. He does get an EMP. We have units coming in here from Bart Jones. He's got Zone Trooper squads coming in, but they need to pop them pretty quickly. Buzzer Swarm comes in. All the sound is delayed pretty heavily. EMP spots coming in. He's got double shards there. These Devastator warships, unfortunately, are moving forward. Pennywise needs to get them out of there. He needs to destroy these turrets very quickly. He's going to lose every single one. He lost the last one of his Devastators. He has no Devastator warships left now. Nothing to support here. The Marv, I think, was destroyed from Bike Rush. But this is crazy. Beaconing like crazy. Chaos has got 20 Juggernauts over here. They need to be up here right now. He actually destroys Bike Rush off the high ground. Bike Rush has a lot of units over here. This is crazy. This is pretty crazy right now. He could sell off a lot of what he's got back here actually. So somehow Bike Rush is making this happen, along with Bart Jones and Guaspari all converging together for one huge push. And now Futurama again. He's just got to steady himself. I mean, Pennywise has some forces here. There's actually planetary assault carriers coming out. He's got 2 MCVs, so he's got these double turrets coming out. He's going to be able to destroy these Zone Troopers pretty quickly. Unfortunately, some of these Juggernauts are chasing. Not the best thing you want to see been done. Double turrets coming down again. Probably needs some tungsten shell or some type of tungsten turret there. Bart Jones somehow able to muster some forces together. There's actually 5 Devastator warships here, and oh my god, this MCV is going to die so quickly, even with a fence on it. Oh, what was that? Something went down. A drone ship went down. Quispari's drone ship was destroyed by Firehawks from Chaos. Chaos slows the push there. He'll slow the push. Oh, he teleports in another one. He's like, hey, you destroyed that one? I got another one. You wouldn't want to lose the second one, though. Meanwhile, the MCV did fall, which is a big problem. That was their build radius over there. And I think Pennywise and Futurama are in a bit of trouble. I mean, there's not that much here. I mean, if they were able to push forward on the ground, because they have tripods, if they were to get into melee, into weapon range, they would actually win that fight hands down. And Bart Jones is moving these Juggernauts quite far forward, and now they spot this. He still doesn't have Tiberium Infusion. This is a huge upgrade. It increases movement speed and hit points and provides Tiberium invulnerability. Everything he needs right now to get that happening. Meanwhile, oh my god, Chaos, I mean, he had a big army, but now he finds himself up against an even bigger army. This is just so intense. I'm not sure who's going to win the bottom or who's going to win the top. I'm trying to keep an eye on both these things. Chaos is gradually moving back. He's got a lot of base defenses here to help him out. He might be able to get that planetary assault carrier. Maybe not. That planetary assault carrier will survive. Biocrush putting down lots of barracks, and these guys are in retreat. Futurama and Pennywise are just backing up. Again, what's in these hammerheads? Nothing's in those hammerheads. He's got no tungsten shell. It's actually a singular Devastator warship here. It's being sieged. He should just go for it. He should just run forward and try to overrun this position, because there's nothing aside from the hammerheads which he should be able to maybe not deal with. What's happening over here? Tripods for air. Kaspari's got some tripods on the flank here. Meanwhile, Chaos is backing up. He can't continue to back up much further. I mean, this is where his uplink is. If he loses his uplink, he's going to fire that off straight away. And he's going to use the orbital strike as well. He's going to hit everything over here. Big hits. And Futurama actually has a Redeemer there, but it's going to be destroyed so fast. And oh, he gets Shockwave right back. Firehawks come in. They will take out some of the packs, but who's going to win this fight? Oh, it's going to be quite close. No, Chaos is definitely going to lose this fight. There's planetary assault carriers here. It looked so good for Team Ukraine and friends in this fight, and they've managed to turn it around. Biocrush, and look at this. There's nothing much to stop this Quispari attack going through the backline, and that's it. Quick succession, another Shockwave to seal the deal. What a fight, what a game. Like, that game had so much going for it, and there was not a second to rest in that game. I mean, we can see here Quispari just getting so much money. Biocrush looked like he wasn't doing much in the mid game, but in the end game he sort of came through. Pennywise carrying it through. Futurama and Chaos just not getting the economy down, unfortunately, just losing some critical units at critical stages of that game. But man, it was a tight game. It was tight. It was very resource intensive. But Team Bark, you got to hand it to them. They're tenacious. They're tenacious. They've got a 2-0 lead. Now, those games were by no means walkovers. Both those games were incredibly tight. It went back and forth. It looked like one team was about to win, and then it just evened up again, and then it flipped to the other side, and then it flipped back again. Like, you just never know. It comes down to who really controls those engagements the best. We'll have to see what the factional matchup's going to be, but yeah, a lot of GDI in that fight. Well, actually only 3 GDI, but half of all players. Oh, I better get off random. GDI screen. So it looks like he's going to go back to Traveller. I mean, you got to feel for Futurama. He just feels like he hasn't been. The last 2 games, he's really been hit pretty hard. You know, he definitely hasn't been a force in the last 2. GDI Scrin Traveller, gonna have GDI, Scrin, and GDI. Looks like they're gonna maintain their factions. Ugh. Oh, time is it now? 2:50. Yeah, again, this is a best of 7 this series, so by no means are these guys on match point or anything like that, but if they want to have a chance at winning this series, I think they do have to win the next map, because if they're at 0-3, all of a sudden you're asking them to win 4 in a row, and that's almost too much. I mean, that's basically too much. I mean, you're not really going to have... I mean, the chances of that happening in a 3v3, that the other team could just simply pick one of those random games to randomly cheese, and it'd be good night, see you later. Bart Jones thinking about... Guaspari is going to switch Traveler, and Bart Jones is going to switch Mock. They're definitely discussing. They're going to stick with that. Oh, excuse me. Oh, so Chaos, Pennywise, and Future going to stick with their bread and butter GDI Scrin Trav. Bart Jones is going to switch it up to Mock. Guaspari is going to transition to Traveler away from Scrin, and Bike Rush is going to stick with the Global Defense Initiative. How many viewers do we have? Back up to 60 viewers. Again, I do apologize for the stream having to be restarted just because my internet dropped out or there was something wrong with the router, but nonetheless, it's been repaired. And I couldn't recover the last stream, and I couldn't reactivate it because it had crossed past midnight. So the system's like, no, you can't reuse that or restart that. So I had to go for a new stream, which is a bit of a pain. But here we go. So on the top north side, playing as the blue Mock, it's going to be Bart Jones. He's on the right flank for Team Bark. That means we're going to see Guaspari in the center, and the team captain, Bike Rush himself. He's going to be in the trick slot. He's going to be going for them spikes. Instantly moving the Hubble. No crane build. He doesn't care about that. Chaos, once again, this is the third time we've seen Chaos on this map, or this team on this map, and he always starts in the same position. Futurama will also be taking this position. I mean, they've obviously got pre-selected locations for whatever strategy they're doing. Pennywise over here, going to take everything. He's going to crane build. He's going to foundry that out. I'll foundry out what you're doing. Actually, you got a rocket squad over here from Bart Jones. Not sure what that's for. Maybe we're going to see some type of weird Reckoner opening, or maybe it's just to prevent any type of attack. This is something you can do to preempt any bikes or anything like that. Not that they're going to show you Scrin forces, but maybe against a Pitbull. It is a big ask, especially when you're not up against another Nod faction. We'll take out that squad. It's going to be annoying for Pennywise. He's got another squad here, but he might just be cutting the butter there. Oh, he loses that one too. Dat range. Bike Rush, dat range. So both of his scouts getting cut off, and there is going to be some type of weird Reckoner play. This is Mock, so there's no flame tanks. I think he might be selling it for the troopers. Not sure what he's got planned. Yeah, there's the Reckoner. He's got the rocket squad. He's got the Tib trooper. I mean, they know he's Mock, so as soon as they spot it, they're going to be like, hang on a second, this is not going to be flame. This is going to be something else. Bike Rush just going into an economic build there. He's going to be scouted by Futurama. Machine guns on the Harvesters taking that down. Beacons here. Bike Rush is beaconing here. Bart Jones also beacons. They want a coordinated attack down here. But I mean, this is just a singular rocket squad. They spot it now, but I mean, how threatening is this going to be? Unless there's some type of follow-up behind it. He gets it fully deployed. Yeah, there's some bikes coming, so he might need a photon cannon. He's actually having trouble getting that behind the War Factory, and he's moving it away from the War Factory, so Pennywise sort of falling into the trap there. I'm not sure what that's for. That's not going to do any damage. He needs a photon cannon. Chaos gets a gun turret down. What's happening up there? They will scout this base. Only one ref there. Bikes are following up, but again, no Harvesters are being destroyed. No Harvesters are even being attacked. And it looks like, I mean, the buzzers are very, very gradually with their sniper damage damaging it. He's losing some Seeker tanks, but that's really all he's doing. He's just being a little bit of a nuisance. Actually, this harvester is actually idle. It's been idle. It wasn't actually refining or anything, and he's lost it. That's unfortunate. Really shouldn't have lost one. Some Tiberium crystal also being destroyed there, so they will finally clean that up. It's just an awkward engage, just designed to throw them off mentally. These bikes now will be moving across to the left flank. Gaspari has some forces there as well. There is a harvester. It's pulled immediately. There's a predator tank there, though. That's going to be tough to dislodge. He's going to move behind the refinery. Might want to pull it across to his allies' units here, but unfortunately doesn't. He pulls it back towards the enemy, and that's going to be destroyed. If he pulled it back here, he might have been able to save it. They've got their harvester kill, and they're going to back out now. They lose a few more units in the process, but the harvester is dead, and that's all they wanted. That buzzer causing those battle markers up there. Double warp sphere from Pennywise. 3, 4, 5. He still managed to get 6 harvesters out. That is actually refining, so yeah, just awkwardly. 7th one comes out now. Battle markers over here. No, that's just Bike Rush messing around with the Viceroys. Scouts over there. Oh, look at this. Futurama is actually pushing across the map with Chaos's tanks, but he's found himself sort of open to this this flank here. Nice harvester micro. Needs to keep going all the way around and pulling them back towards... Oh, no, we're going to lose Chaos. Looks like he's having some issues. Oh, no, he's back. We had this in a couple of games before where he sort of briefly started to disconnect. That's good control. This is what you should be doing. Round and round you go. Where will he stop? Nobody knows. And he's actually going to save this harvester. There you go. That's how it's done. Chaos just turning around and saying, actually, I'm not that noob after all. It's surprising how few people bother to control their harvesters. And the amount of times we see people just let their whole economy line just get ravaged when they could have just pulled them back, pushed the army back, and then gone back to work. But it's just, I think it's people being lazy. They don't want to stop their economy. Look at this, Gaspari running straight into these disintegrator squads. There's no buzzer swarm. There's the buzzer swarm a little bit late. I mean, he's lost most of the Seeker tanks now, and Futurama doesn't even care. He's just going to destroy everything that's there. And then, I mean, he could have even moved across to where these forces were. Chaos may be on the way out again. Yeah, having some connection issues. I think he's going to be, yeah, he's back already. So, Mechapede's out by Gaspari. I'm not sure. This is R19, so they may have fixed them. I don't know. They may cause crashing. Harvester immediately sniped. And look at this big EMP blast, but Futurama is there as well. Massive EMP blast on the Mechapedes. They should focus. Oh, they get one head straight away. Oh, there's tanks here. There's tanks here from Chaos. He should be able to get another one. Gets a second one. Oh my god, 2 Mechapedes down straight away. And this is really bad. This is really bad. Sonic emitter comes down from Bike Rush. He will have a Sonic emitter here that will alleviate some of the pressure, but he's targeting now the tier 4 warp sphere with these Predator tanks. I'm not sure if he has enough to really do anything. That actually gets a Scorpion tank with that strike, moves away from the Sonic emitter. He might actually be able to destroy said Sonic emitter with these disintegrators. Now he's going to move away from it. He's sort of stuck between 2 areas. I'm not sure if he's going to get that. No, I don't think he's going to get that. They're sort of all balling in to get it now. EMP goes off. Actually, can they get this? It's going to be huge if they do. I don't think they're going to get it. They're not going to get it. Oh, that's a big loss as well. They threw away quite a few of their tier 1 forces to try to snipe that. Didn't actually end up happening. Few bikes there. Not sure if they got much done. There's a lot of harvesters here, so probably not. That's just the Ion Storm just causing problems on the radar. Actually has a cultist squad and actually took a harvester. Bart Jones is actually in a lot of trouble here. I mean, he does have some economy back there, but his economy is not that crash hot. And takes the Raider buggies, and he's just going to throw those away. He's going to throw them back at the enemy. Destroy these Raider buggies. Probably pull those back to base. Bike Rush not taking that blue Tiberium. Oh, he's got an MCV here, and he's got a Marv. He's missing a Garrison. Is he missing 2? No, just 1. Pennywise, he's going to take that blue Tiberium with 2 harvesters. He's got some tripods here, no air defense, but there's no air here, so no anti-air. Throws those guys away. The Marv is there, and Chaos only just sort of realizing now, all these harvesters getting just chewed up. Oh my god. He's got the Temporal on there. He's got the Temporal. There's actually no Juggernauts from Bike Rush, which means he can actually... What's going on there? Oh, man. Oh, they teleport Bike Rushers. Not Bike Rush. Sorry, Gaspari's Hexapod away. No. Bike Rush's Marv. What game am I watching? Mechapedes have got into the back of the base here. Trying to do some damage. It'll take them a while to get rid of those. Looks like there's 2 MCBs. What's happening up there? Not much. I think those tripods turned around. Yeah, they did. They turned around. Pennywise will be getting a lot of blue Tiberium, which is nice. Unfortunately, just sending these harvesters back to be slaughtered. There's really no response here, and I think he's realized now, oh my god, these harvesters need to turn around. I don't know why they're going back there. Yeah, he needs to get them back there. He's got a harvest that's idle, so Chaos falling apart a little bit under the pressure. He might be able to get this Mechapede because he's got these Juggernauts here if it stands still long enough. Not quite. Devastator warships here. Guaspari has a... Oh my god, was that... Did he EMP? Bart Jones EMP'd Guaspari's Hexapod. That's strange. Okay. But there are Juggernauts here now. Guaspari's Hexapod is back here, but these guys now have Devastator warships. Surprisingly, Chaos has some Juggernauts here. So he's managed to bust some of those out. Crush is now just harvesting the middle field. Bart Jones, what's he doing on the back end of this? Not a lot. I can't help but feel that, oh, it looks like I have another DC. No, not quite. Yeah, Pennywise does have quite a force here. He's getting blue Tiberium. He's taking quite a lot of it as well. Firehawks come in. Not sure what they destroyed. Oh, he's going to lose most of them. Not quite. I think that was the tech center. Actually, that tech center belongs to... Is that orange? Am I just colorblind? Yeah, this is Pennywise. He's going to take some of those forces there. Oh, big mind control off on those Juggernauts. That's filthy. That is filthy. He's going to shoot at those guys there. Going to force him to destroy his own Juggernauts. He will lose some Devastator warships, unfortunately. He's going to need to replace those. And Chaos has only one garrison in the Marv. It's not going to be enough to make progress here. We got the Prodigy on the field as well. Gets the EMP. No, he doesn't get the EMP off. He should get the EMP off. Now, he will get the EMP. Oh, he teleports that right. That's actually a glitch, but it would have happened right at the moment that he called that in. Pennywise now trying to push on Bart Jones. Is he going to be able to crack this base? Does he have enough to crack this base? There's only one Sonic emitter there. He's got a Devastator warship. A lot of damage there on that. He might actually be able to crack this. Oh, big EMP. This Sonic emitter should fire at those units over there. Battle marker over there, that's nothing. This fight rages on. Oh, Prodigy, just 3 Juggernauts. See, he's going to focus down the MCV. That's so annoying for Crush. He gets the MCV. Temple here, he needs to get the hell out of there. But meanwhile, Bart Jones is falling. Bart Jones is falling. Firehawks here from Crush. What are they going to do? They're going to get shot up as soon as these guys realize that they're there. Oh, he needs to shoot at the Firehawks. Shoot those down. They're expensive units. He will get one of them. He gets both of them as well. I'm not sure where he's going. Somewhere. Devastator warships falling from Futurama, and it looks like this base may be going down despite the Prodigy being hyper annoying. Futurama's having to fall back here, and this is the thing. Is Pennywise going to be able to win the game? Because he's going to be able to core out the backside, the tier 3 and all the economy, everything that belongs to Guaspari. Bart Jones is out. Bart Jones has been defeated. It's just a question now whether or not they can stop this army. Big mind control. 3 more. This is filthy. They just don't have any hammerheads. They don't have any anti-infantry. They lose 3 more Juggernauts. Oh, he just a Buzzer Swarm the Prodigy and he missed. And now all of a sudden they need to back up. They just don't have any anti-infantry here. The Prodigy is there. The Prodigy, we need to actually get that out of there. Pennywise, meanwhile, is just calling out the top side of the base. Oh, and he is going to get the Prodigy finally with that hammerhead there. And I mean, these Devastator warships, if they just quickly flatten that... Oh, he lost his Hexapod. That's a real pain. Corruptors will deal with most of those guys there. But he is pushing through in this base head here. He's pushing through. Phase is coming down. Pennywise is coring everything out. He's destroying everything on the backside. So this may be enough because right now, Futurama and Chaos, they can delay. They can delay. Actually, Chaos might have to tap out soon. They can just delay and stall and delay and stall and delay and stall. And they may eventually just be able to win the game. All these, there's actually a structure there that could be important, but nonetheless, I mean, look at this. Crush is about to lose his base now. He's got hammerheads, and I mean, Pennywise can see this. He can see there's a lot of hammerheads coming out. I mean, there's a Prodigy here as well. Area mind control. That's actually the Marv was teleported back. So, and that's the thing, the Marv is teleported back, which means the Marv is not here. The Marv is not here, and these Juggernauts now are pretty open, and he's just going to be able to take these out. So he's going to, every unit that is destroyed here is going to be very difficult to replace. Just flying over, oh my god, he's not going to be able to, he gets one of them, not enough. There's no shards, so he couldn't shoot down all those hammerheads. Big EMP comes down. There's actually a lot of Devastator warships here. Oh, he missed. He missed it. Not that it would have mattered. They still have their shields on. He's actually going to come and EMP this. I mean, these Devastator warships, they could just go in and destroy everything. Devastator warships from Futurama doing a lot of damage on the back end here. I don't think there's a drone ship here. Futurama not quite holding. This is getting tight. This is getting really tight. A lot of gunwalkers moving across the map. You know what? I don't think he's going to be able to survive over here. He's got a lot of Devastator warships here. Those are Gaspari's gunwalkers though. He should shoot down that hammerhead. I'm not sure what he's doing here. Oh my god, Pennywise needs to shoot down that hammerhead. He needs to shoot down some units over here. And this is weird. He's moving forward. He's actually got so many. He's got so many Devastator warships. Oh man, he needs to make sure those husks are destroyed. And look, this bike crash is just going to dance with the. He's letting him reclaim those husks. Oh no, what's he doing? He's not paying attention. He's just missing all of his shots because... Oh, that was a lot of damage. Oh, bike crash. That might have been a mistake. It is. It's a mistake. He's lost his MCV because there is a tripod here from Pennywise, but all these units are going to go down now. That's the end of it. Do they have enough? No, they're losing the base here. I think they may have blown it. I think that may be it. Chaos is still in the game, but what for? He's just denying his allies resources. And this is the thing. Team Bark. Pennywise has been defeated, he's out, and Chaos gets all of his equipment. Futurama doesn't get it, Chaos gets it. This is weird, Corruptor versus Corruptor. It's weird because Corruptors normally heal each other. Where are they going? A Corruptor, these Corruptors just became neutral. I'm not sure how those Corruptors have become neutral, but they are. So Futurama's been defeated, and unfortunately Chaos left to fight by himself. Oh, you just can't help but feel. You just can't help but feel that they could have had that game. Like, oh, they just needed to hold out a little bit longer. But that right there, like Bart Jones did terrible, and Chaos shouldn't have been in the game. He should have tapped out and given his resources to one of his allies at that point because he didn't really have any units left. It would have been better in the hands of the other guys there. And that's it. They're 0-3 down. This is going to be a big ask. It's going to be a tall order. I'm surprised how intense some of these games are. Yeah, it's disappointing because I felt in that game there, it's like, yeah, it's finally shifting in their direction, but I think Pennywise didn't execute the back end of that base trade very well. I think once he had destroyed all the things at the back there, he should have tried to get out of there, you know, instead of persisting and then losing all 5 Devastators just to Gunwalkers. They could have got out of there. Chaos is Steel Talons, Pennywise is GD. Is this for real? Pennywise, Steel Talons, GDI. Alright, let's get those factions up. The problem is when you do something like this, the other players sort of know that something's up. Wait, what was Pennywise? Pennywise is GDI, Futurama is Black Hand. Mock Trav. But yeah, this is the point now where you've got to be looking at Team Ukraine and friends. Like 4 in a row, you need 4 in a row. Now, it's not all doom and gloom. One, these games are incredibly close. They could have, every single one of these games could have gone either way, but just at the end, some of the decisions that were made just didn't go their way. So if they drop down to the loser bracket, they can still obviously get back ahead again. But let's have a look at the bracket and see what's happening down there. So, score update. Oops. Let's go bracket. So Team Russia and Team Filthy Russians. So Filthy Russians are ahead 2-1. That's a best of 5. So Filthy Russians may be coming out ahead down there. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, look at this, some shifting of the teams as well. So Guasparo is going to go Mock. See if he sticks with that. Looks like he may very well be. Oh, you ready for a Futurama comeback? Oh, they're shaking it up again. So Bart Jones is going to go GDI. GDI, Mock GDI, Steel Talons, GDI, Black Hand. Interesting composition. And again, when you see Team Futurama all change their factions at the same time, that's sort of a bit iffy. It's like, oh, they sort of all changed them, and you know, Pennywise has been Scriddle tournament basically, and he's now going GDI. Chaos is picking Steel Talons, which I mean, in a 3v3, yeah, Steel Talons, you know, if they get to their behemoths are just way better. Bike Rush, you gotta join your team, buddy. But we'll have to wait and see what's gonna happen. So this is game 4. Team Ukraine and Friends versus Team Bark. Alright, and on the left-hand side, we have playing as the GDI, excuse me, Pennywise. And that means down on the bottom south side, Futurama team captain playing as Black Hand, and to his right flank, Chaos will playing as Steel Talons. Leading to the right flank here, playing as the blue GDI, it's going to be Bart Jones. That's going to leave Guaspari playing as the Mock in the top. And Barkrash Owns playing as GDI. This is Mountain something or other, I didn't even pay attention, but I don't really like this level. It's obviously very flimsily designed. It's very open. Actually, this level I think has been redesigned. I don't remember this level being like this, unless I'm thinking of a different one. It's possible it may have been redesigned. Or maybe it's an even a different version of it. Yeah, because it definitely wasn't like this before. But as you can see, it's very samey wherever you look. Are there any spikes? Are there no spikes on this level? Oh, there's a spike there. There's just one spike? Alright. Let's see what these guys have planned. So right now, we're not seeing anything fancy coming out of the Steel Talons player. We do have a Flame Rush coming out of the Black Hand player though. We're going to see if this is a Flame Tank or if it's going to be a Reckoner. It will be a Flame Tank though. It's going to come out. Nothing coming out from Pennywise though, so no support coming out there. Not some random Titan coming out from a particular corner of the map. No, nothing like that. Nothing that I can see. Oh man, look at that. Guaspari spots the Flame Tank down there. I'm almost certain he spotted it, which is why he's turned around. He hasn't beaconed it or anything like that. For a second there, I thought that was a stealth Flame Tank, but then no, he's Black Hand. He's going to sit there and wait for something. Maybe a second Flame Tank. Radar jamming missile just went off, so Trying to seed confusion. I mean, when you use that this early on, you just know there's a flame tank because there's an operation center somewhere. And look at that, Pennywise actually gets across the Tiberium field. So he crosses his own Tiberium field. It's going to be hard to pressure that with all the base defenses and everything that he can place on that side. And look at this, Titans coming down here as well. Now, Titans won't beat Predator tanks in the open, but behind cover, they will win. And that's obviously what he's intending to do, put a war factory down. And the thing is, if the Steel Talons player can establish a base here, then he can just shoot into the field, and it makes it very difficult to refine off that field. He's actually going to find, and he's already sent tanks in to find that flame tank, so that flame tank is caught. I don't think he's getting away with that one. This Titan here needs to make sure he's going to be behind him. Look at this, he's just running forward. He's in danger here, realizes it now. Luckily not punished, will move away. Something over here, we have laser turrets, so it's tank v tank. And we have Gaspari putting down some laser turrets as well. Battle marker over here is a flame tank there. Look, all these units are split in a complete concave, and that is surrounded and destroyed. Crush making waves over here. Look at this. This is just going to get routed. This is going to get routed. Meanwhile, Chaos not doing too bad. He lost a Titan there, but the thing is the Predator tanks are going to build up. He's got his MCV pretty far forward here, so he should be able to put down barracks or power plants, and he's trying to put down silos. Not sure how good he's going to be at this. If he can get a few more Titans out and a few more pieces of cover, he might be okay, but I think Pennywise, he's already thinking this is not a good idea. Crush probably busting out a tier 3. No, it doesn't have tier 2. Just trying to survive that. We have a big bike buggy swath here, and there's actually a flame tank there. Another Predator tank goes down. He's got to be careful attacking this base. There's actually 2 war factories here now. And these Titans, they should have them on hold ground stance so they don't wander out from behind the cover. And look at this. Some of these Titans are just getting picked off. As soon as they come out from behind, these Predator tanks will just defeat them. So they need to make sure they're fighting from behind cover. Crush, meanwhile, is pushing this back. Oh my god, he's got so many tanks. He might be all in triple war factory right now. He's got 2 war factories there. Pennywise is going to have to back off. He's going to lose that war factory. Crush even has tough time to focus it down without taking enough damage. Battle markers over there. Looks like Gaspari moved to the middle. This is sort of falling apart for Team Ukraine and friends. I think they may have bitten off more than they can chew. Chaos is still making an effort over here, but I mean, how much can he hope for? He's got quite a lot of times. If he can break this space, maybe. But I mean, Pennywise is in all sorts of trouble right now. He doesn't have enough tanks. He's falling back. He's going to lose his MCV. There's actually an engineer here. And yeah, he's going to sell off. So he's not going to lose to that engineer. He's actually targeting down harvesters instead of the tanks. Feels that he can take those out. Meanwhile, big push coming through. Future Armor has some infantry units here, which is going to help. But again, the Titan charge, he can't Titan charge just yet. He doesn't have enough. He should let the infantry do some of its work because it's going to force them to place down anti-infantry, and he can just eat away at these anti-vehicle base defenses. There's not a lot he can do about it. Has to sell them off. He's going to lose a war factory, so they may very well just crush through this field. This is the only area of the map where they're currently winning. There's bikes over here causing a lot of pain. Future Armor's base is dead as soon as that's found. This area has been completely destroyed. Pennywise has got a tank. Yeah, he's got some tanks. He's actually pushed Crush back, surprisingly. Didn't think that was going to happen. If he can get a refinery down, that would be brilliant. But you know what? Bart Jones doesn't have anything to deal with the infantry right now. The Blackened infantry, very difficult to deal with without AP ammo. And he's going to lose an MCV as well. There's a lot of Titans here, so you never know. If they can keep this going, they might be okay. But at the end of the day, they're not going to have any economy. And I don't think Pennywise is going to be able to survive by himself. Yeah, no, he's being pushed back to this area here. He's targeting that heavily. He's targeting the damage tanks now. Yeah, there's more tanks coming from Bikes. I think Pennywise is about to fall. Future Armor is tapped out of the game. He's going to lose this area here. But meanwhile, he's just going to push with his MCV. But I don't think this is going to cut it because he has no economy. Crush has economy. And Crush, yeah, he probably did sell his MCV because he's rebooting another one. But Pennywise is going to fall. He might just want to send his harvesters across the map. Yeah, he might just want to send his harvesters across the map. I mean, it doesn't look like... Actually, Bart Jones is now tapped out of the game. So Bart Jones is out. These units will be cleaned up, but I mean, how much of a victory is this really going to be? You know, the Titan infantry is actually going to be extremely hard to break this early in the game. And he's put down a war factory, so he's funding himself out of something. He needs to stop building units out of here. Pennywise has been defeated. Futurama needs to go over here and just cease that. Sell this up. Sell up anything he can get. He's got a spike under his control. Sell these units here. He's actually got a heroic bike. He's got 2 heroic bikes. That's nice. He's targeting down those damaged bikes with the towers. Actually going to get some kills on them. But look at that. I mean, he's got an avatar. I mean, and there's tanks here as well. I mean, supercharged particle is done. It's just going to be too difficult to get in there. The infantry's not going to be able to get in there. And Bike Rush, he's not dying anytime soon. They could go try to target him. Yeah, Chaos realizes that it's pretty much done at this point. Just going to sell up, so not going to make an attempt to break this space or do any type of last stand. So there you go. So Team Bark will be going to the grand final, and they will have a 1-0 advantage against whoever they play. Not much to say about that game. It was a bit of a risk. If Pennywise hadn't have fallen, they might have been okay. But Futurama, unfortunately, not able to get enough done. I mean, those flame tanks didn't get anything done. There's a big risk doing flame tanks to that map. They're pretty easy to catch. So if we bring up the bracket. So this is the loser bracket. So currently Team Russian is playing Team Filthy Russians, and Team Filthy Russians have a 2-1 lead, so that could be getting close to being over. They will then play Team Ukraine and Friends in a best of 7, and then the winner will go and play Team Bark in the grand final. So we just witnessed this match here. And again, that by no means that 4-0 I mean, when you look at those games, no one really bulldozed the other team. It was always pretty tight, and it could have gone either way. Just some better decision making needs to come out of, I think, perhaps Chaos. And Futurama really got nullified in that series. He really wasn't the powerhouse he should have been in that series, which was a bit disappointing. There we go, look at that. So Team Filthy Russians have now defeated Team Russia. So Haru, Shock Trepper, and I thought they were going to be a pretty good team. They're now out of it, so it's a bit unfortunate for them. So this will be a best of 7 now. I think this is going to be for tomorrow. Okay. Just going to check to make sure those last 2 series will be for tomorrow. So by the looks of things, tomorrow we will have the loser bracket grand final, best of 7, Team Ukraine and Friends versus Team Filthy Russians. Once again, we saw this obviously in the upper bracket here. So we've already seen that one once. And then the winner will go through to the grand final to play Team Bark, and that will be a best of 9, but Team Bark will have a 1-0 head start in that series here. But I already have the stream already pre-programmed into my YouTube, so go and click the notify button if you haven't already. You're going to want to do that. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. Where is it? Content. Where's the link? All right, let's get this out of the way. Oh. Yeah, nah, there's no way they should play today. All right, so it looks like they are going to do those last 2 series tomorrow. Pennywise is saying no today. Other streamer and go. I don't know why Pennywise would want to do that. Like, it's been what, 10:30, 11, 12, 1, 2. It's been 5 hours since the start of the tournament, and you want to launch into another best of 7. That could be a 2.5 hour series if it goes all the way. I mean, you want to save that for tomorrow, because tomorrow otherwise we're just going to have 1 series and that's it, and that would be the whole stream. Let me see what's going on. Just bear with me, guys, just making sure we're going to nail this down. Send out some deets. Looks like the Russians, or some of the Russians, want to keep playing the tournament on, but I don't think there's any point. I mean, it's been 5 hours. Like, how much... "3 p.m. GMT. I've already set the stream up. Wait, 3 p.m. GMT, like 10:30. That's like 1:30 in the morning. Mate, they knew about this so far in advance. Looks like it's around 3 p.m. tomorrow, so I'm going to have to change day 2. Uh, 3 p.m. GMT. Oh my god, that's going to be 3 hours. 11, 12. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. 1:30 a.m. Bloody hell. They just change shit like that. It screws everything up. And I set it for the 21st. So, just so you guys are aware, yeah, the finals are changing tomorrow. So it's going to be shifted to 3 p.m. GMT. Just bear with me, guys. It might look like that the next map, it's possibly, it could be playing. They're just sort of figuring it out. This really should have been all sorted out in advance. Oh. Just going to take a short break, guys, of 5 minutes. I will be back. Now, we may have another series. They're just finalizing that, so just don't leave just yet if you want to keep watching Kane's Wrath. I will be back in 5 minutes to let you know what's going on, but we will be back shortly. Alright guys, and we're back. So it looks like they've decided to continue with the tournament and they're going to play the losers bracket grand final. Whew. Which means I have to stay up a bit longer. It's 3:40. Oh my god. And tomorrow they've moved the grand final to 3 PM GMT. I've updated the stream if you've already notified yourself, but that's going to be like 1:30 in the morning for me. Organizers, I do not like this because I planned for it and then just like, oh, we're just going to change the whole thing at the last possible moment. Like, just because someone else couldn't be bothered planning their day around it. So this is a best of 7 as well. So get ready for another best of 7. Gonna do my best to plow through this one here. Still keen for some Kane's Wrath, even though I need to sleep. But got the day off tomorrow. And thankfully the next day as well. So I can afford to sleep. Gotta hustle these guys, get them going. They're all here, they're ready to go. So we got Booker sitting as Trav, Drive GDI, Halt GDI. So double GDI and Trav. Judge power. I don't think there's ever been tournaments more chaotic outside of game replays than Judge Power. The rule set is like horrendously complicated and unenforced, and there's so many tournaments stacked one on top of the other, and they're all like all crazy rules, and I'm just like, I just see a Judge Power tournament, I'm just like, nah. It was disappointing that Future and this team couldn't get a win. They really should have closed a few of those games out. On that one, on that Space Garden, like, Bite just came out of nowhere, and then they, you know, if Chaos had his army up the top, like with the rest of the guys, they could have just punched right through there, like full-blown brute force. But it was sitting down the bottom, not doing anything. Holt not even teamed up yet. Drive some nod. Booker's GDI. Got 2 GDI. Booker GDI, Holt GDI. I should just really wait for them to be X'd up before I change the scoreboard. Drives Nod, Pennywise's GDI. Chaos GDI. 4 GDI, not in the black hand. Here we go. This is a loser bracket final. I got the colours wrong. Oh, Chaos is GDI. What colour is Futurama? He's cyan. So Future Black Can, 2 GDI, Nod 2 GDI. Close enough is good enough. Down here on the bottom south side, playing as the yellow GD. Oh my god, there's shadow teams. Drive is shadow teaming Chaos. Easy into the War Factory. See you later. War Factory cancel. Spewing. Down here we have Futurama Russian playing his Black Hand. And on his left flank, Pennywise. Oh so reliable Pennywise. Then up on the north side, so it's north versus south, we have Booker playing as GDI. Over here we're going to have Hulk playing as GDI and Drive playing as Not Vanilla, who has Shadow opened and looks like he just went for the support ability, and that he's going to move to another base and target that there. Quickly snipe those down. He's just going to be annoying with these. Scout out everything he needs to scout out. Oh, doesn't quite get that scout there. That's unfortunate. That's going to sneak away. They're going to get a scout off here because it looks like Futurama went for a raider open. Just one war factory, sorry, not one refinery for Hulk and then moving. This is what you generally want to do. You just need one. It's actually a tier 2 from Dry. That's a fast tier 2 after a shadow open. He's really got shenanigans on his mind. I mean, yeah, blue tips. Why the hell not? Oh, look at this. We have a predator push and these guys spot this straight away. So Booker, and this is the thing, your GDI pushing your GDI, that's actually pretty hard because Booker's already established. So he's probably going to be pretty good at that. A couple of units were shot at from Dry. Probably trying to take out more power plants. A little bit risky. And we have a 2 War Factory push from Chaos as well. He's going to push Drive. Drive has a flame tank here. That's not going to do too well against a base push. Going to go try to focus the tanks down. Booker is going to micro that tank back. Will he get that tank? Could probably easily drop that out there. Actually has a tier 2 because he's got an upgrade there. Not sure where that flame tank's gone. He's going to try to go around, but he spots it. He's going to put some damage on that. Even if he can't destroy, as long as he can put some significant damage on it. One more tank shell would have been nice. Doesn't quite get it. We'll have to focus on the Scorpions. Meanwhile, here we have Pennywise. Oh, I'm getting tired. Shadow team's taking out power plants, being annoying, but I mean, Drive is under threat right now. He's got Predator tanks in his base, he's only got Scorpion tanks to respond, and this is a problem. He's going to get up this slope, and Futurama has a portal here with, he's got fully upgraded Black Hand infantry. This is going to be difficult. A tier 3 from Drive. He's going to drop an obelisk down here momentarily. Oh, Pennywise has got so many units here though. A Sonic emitter comes down. Oh, that could do tremendous damage. Oh my god, that's the end of that push. That push is over. That push is over. An obelisk comes down, puts it behind the War Factory. There's an avatar here. This push is in deep trouble as well. They're getting double pushed and it's not working out the way they'd hoped. Yeah, look at this. This is going to get forced back by Chaos. He's not going to be able to withstand this. And there's a Sonic emitter here as well from Booker. He's got spare Sonic emitters just to help out his allies. And those infantry now all being completely destroyed. And this push is over. There's a stealth tank there. This is the ultimate one base from Drive. More units coming in, but it's not going to be enough. Futurama's not going to be able to do a lot here. There's an avatar there. I mean, the infantry's nice, but needs to do something about all these anti-infantry units here. There's a stealth tank here. Battle markers over there. What's happening back down there? I'm not sure. He's trying to bomb those with... Oh, he's got Juggernauts. Wow, things are going from bad to worse for Pennywise. He's going to lose this base set. He's got an expansion, but it almost doesn't matter right now because there's nothing to stop the Juggernauts. Chaos is going to lose this base, and he's going to be out of the game because his base has 3 buildings left. His push is over. The stealth tank even having a go at the MCV. Looks like they have moved around. Oh, look at this. We have orcas from Booker. Yeah, because they went around and their sonic emitters just chewing everything up here. Yeah, those were from Booker. Oh, look at these. These pitbulls from Chaos will get in to cause some serious problems for them. You can't actually stop those. Reclamator hub comes down. Future Armor has a lot of economy. He's got pretty good economy, but he's pretty much the only one. Pennywise has been defeated. Gives a lot of economy across to Future Armor. I mean, maybe he can salvage the situation here, but I'm not sure how. He'll have a lot to control. Yeah, Chaos is trying to do his best, trying to harass the back lines. He killed all the orcas. He's going to get a few harvesters. There's actually nothing in range of these units here. We have the had to sell off the Reclamator hub to get those guys. A one-click comes down. It's the end of that era. They didn't even need to one-click that. They can just destroy it with what they have. They should have one-clicked over here. Nonetheless, Drive is survived, but he's only on one base. Doesn't really have much going for him. He's got a stealth tank rolling around somewhere. Future Armor is going to fight this Chaos. I'm not sure why Chaos is in the game. He's just controlling some units. Actually causing some problems here. That is Drive calling in the Armageddon Bomber. Probably just Seed Tiberium, I'd imagine. There you go. Stealth tank in here. Important not to let that get too heroic. And this is a Black Hand Harvest, which means you can see it. Tanks rolling in here as well. So Future Armor, this base is going to fall momentarily. He does have a lot of units in the middle of the map. He could try to take all the towers and the EMP spike. That would make the middle of the map very difficult for the enemy forces to get around. And you know what? He might just be able to run up here because there's no AP ammo whatsoever for Booker. He doesn't have AP ammo, which means his chances of stopping man spam are borderline zero. Especially with these towers getting focused down so quickly. And he's actually running in these Predator tanks. Probably don't need to run them in. They're actually getting crushed by the Juggernauts. So the Juggernauts are pretty useless in this situation. There's so much man spam coming in. He could click this field. He may very well just try to click the field once the infantry step into it. That range on that Obelisk of Light. He's got a lot of units here. This army is sort of swelling. I mean, Drive doesn't have a lot. I mean, Drive is still predominantly one base. No click is coming in. He does have the chem plant. But, I mean, he probably can't afford to click right now. He probably doesn't have the money to do that. And this base is going to get caught out. Base is going to get caught out. There's tanks back here, but they're not really doing too much. AP ammo is done, but it's too late to save this base. The base will fall. The MCV is on the high ground, so he can replace this base once he's pushed these guys back. But can Future Armor establish himself somewhere? Yes, he's got 2 ref here. And he's moving that MCV. He's actually making a go of it. I'm not sure what Chaos could possibly do right now. Chaos literally has nothing. Let's see what he's got in the bank. Structure sold. So Chaos has nothing. He has literally nothing. He has nothing at all. He should just sell. He's going to have to sell out of the game because he's about to lose his structures. Well, he's not sorry, sell out of the game. He's going to have to tap out of the game. He's going to, I mean, there's a few $1,000s worth of structures here. Is he really not going to? And look at this. These infantry have actually caught these tanks here from Hulk. Hulk hasn't realized that there are tanks there, and Booker's trying to beacon it, going, hey man, you're losing your tanks. Do something about that. And look, this is why. So he's still microing these pit bulls. But you know what? He may very well just lose. He's only got 1 building left. So he's actually going to lose. Yeah, he's going to lose these pit bulls. He's going to lose the last of his infrastructure as soon as that refinery goes. It's actually not even being focused. Actually, Future Armor's got some tanks there. Future Armor has GDI tech. That looks weird, doesn't it? A not harvester going into a GDI refinery. And somehow, Chaos he's killed a lot of harvesters. We've seen him drive all the way around the top side of that, getting harvester after harvester after harvester, and he's still getting harvesters. Future Armor he could just take this bunker. That would be fantastic. He's going to push his way up here. Drive is really pushing it hard for economy because he has nothing. He's no expansions or anything like that. Sniper teams coming out. He needs to try to overrun those sniper teams like quickly. Unfortunately, yeah, it's just tons and tons of Black Hand here, and he's just getting funneled. He's shooting at the base defenses when the sniper teams are very gradually just wearing him down. He's actually got an upgrade on his zone troopers there. Future Armor just being wasteful here. He's just sort of blunting himself into these base defenses. I'm not sure why he's doing that. He needs to stop doing that. Booker, although, doesn't have really any economy to his name, does he? He's going to flatline. More harvesters going down. It doesn't really matter that he's sort of bashing his head against a wall there. Futurama has an idle harvester. I think he might have lost his MCV because we saw it moving through here at one stage, but it's now gone. So I think we can probably safely say it's been destroyed. And Futurama's actually surrendered. I don't think he realized what a good position he's in here because he's the only one on the map which has any real economy. I think that was a premature. I think he's going to be kicking himself here. I don't think he should have surrendered. He had economy and the other guys had nothing. Oh. Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. Like, obviously he can't see what we can see, but surely, like, Chaos would have been telling him, hey, they've got no economy, like, at all. But Team Filthy Russians, they'll take it. Pennywise is switching the screen. Future Black Can, drive nod. Back up to 50 viewers. Got our little loyalty group going here. Oh man, I'm getting tired. Future's gonna go Traveler 59. They're going back to the classic team comp that they had at the beginning. No, stop changing your factions. I tell you what. Gonna wait for them to all X up. See, look, Booker's gonna change as well. Booker's Trav, nods, drives GDI. Hulk's Black Hand. GDI screen, travel, Black Hand, GDI. Oh, the Swamp 6. We haven't seen this map yet. Or not in the tournament anyway. But here we go. On the left-hand side, playing as GDI, we have Chaos. Team Captain Futurama as Traveler. And that's going to be Pennywise, the Scrin Vanilla on the Swamp 6. Taking us around this questionably made map. A lot of effort put into that. We have playing as the purple Traveler, it's going to be Uka Booka. Booka Booka Booka. Playing as the blue Black Hand, I think. Yeah, I'm going to say Black Hand. Yeah, it's going to be Hulk. And that means the team captain Drive Russian playing as GDI. They're on the southeast side of the map. It's a pretty straightforward map. You got a single spike in the middle, two garrisonable structures, wide open area. Both teams start with these two fields, with the third field here for the third player. A couple of spikes here, a couple of spikes somewhere else, maybe one there. And then you expand over here with a dry blue field and 3 extra fields. And then you can expand again to a 4th field, which is sort of a mixture of the two, which will grow a little bit more. Whoa, where you going, Chaos? He's actually quite slow to capture his his spikes, isn't he? Did he forget about that? He might have gone a ref first. Russian symbols, not sure what that means. But yeah, I guess this is pretty tense because, I mean, whoever loses this is out of the tournament. We're down to the top 3 teams now. And these guys have played once before, and we saw a 3-2. Look at this double War Factory from Hulk. He did this a lot in the first series as well, and it was only successful on one occasion. The other times it sort of was successful, but he just blew his window of opportunity. He wasn't aggressive enough when he should have been more aggressive. So they are going to stop this from being spotted. And these guys are already setting up operations down here. They're planning their economic build, but they don't seem to be aware that big cell the MCV. And look at that, they spot it. They spot the cell. That should be everything they need to know. Future sees it. Future sees it. He sees the cell and he's like, guys. And he's got a little bit of time, like not much, because these guys are going to beeline across the map because they know they've been spotted. That's interesting pathing there. He's just going to go directly across the center of the map. I mean, it's the shortest way across, but he's going to turn around. I mean, this is the thing. This is what we saw on Forest 6 with Hulk. He blew his window of opportunity. And on that one, he had way more surprise than he does on this one, but I mean, still. These guys are still putting down their economy. They're just like, oh yeah, we'll put something down. A couple of Seeker tanks. There is a spike there. But again, Hulk is just driving around in circles. He's just doing laps like a figure of 8. He's not actually going in anywhere. He's going to find these pit bulls. He's going to be able to destroy 2 of them straight away. But I mean, the whole thing here is to just destroy enough bikes. Lucky not to lose any more bikes there. But again, the Seekers are there. The towers are there. And the bikes have to back off. I mean, he's all in this as well, so he's going to swell and get more combat units. Actually, rocket PCs here as well. They're going to spot the rocket PCs. Chaos might want to pull back these forces because he's going to just run straight into them. They're very quickly dispatched. Photon cannon down there just for added defense. Seekers pulling back to that area. They will find these Raider buggies out in front. Good idea to have the Raider buggies out in front, of course, because they will tank a lot more damage. Still losing a couple of bikes in the process, but this is the thing. The Pitbull APCs went up the top and the bikes went down the bottom, which means their force is not concentrated. They're gonna, and I mean, you can attack in 2 places at once, but the thing is, because it's not concentrated, that means they actually have the ability to try to defend it off a little bit easier than if it was a concentrated attack. They actually have a lot here. Yeah, look at that. I mean, Futurama has a lot of Seeker tanks. It's got fast legs as well that's going to push these guys back. It's like Drive lost most of his APCs. He did de-garrison some of the rocket squads though. That's nice. Going to take these structures here. Oh, Descent versus Descent. That's going to be interesting. Futurama somewhat spots them. He'll spot them now. So he's like, hey, look out. There's going to be fast legs. Colt just going around the backside of the map. So it looks like Booker's going to try to go in and take some of the harvesters. This is almost like a shield, a curved shield here. That's probably going to work in their favor. They do have a base defense queued. Not sure what it's going to be. No, these guys just changing their mind, maybe turning around. Bloodhound's called in for Chaos. Turns that harvester around. Futurama does hold that EMP spike. Ooh. Beacon goes off down there, so they're aware of that. Buzzer Swarm comes in, kills some cultists, but not enough. The rest should be able to get away from that. As long as they don't stop moving, and look at that, goes in to pick up the blue crystals. That's nice, that's swell. Should be able to kill the rest of these buzzers with the units he's got here. Seeker tanks and pitbulls just causing problems over here. Watch to see where this buggy swell goes. I mean, we can see Hulk still hasn't gone back for an MCV, and look at that. Booker is going to be able to take some of these. That is Booker, right? Yeah, Booker's going to be able to take some of these Seeker tanks away. But I mean, there's a lot of units here. Big EMP blast, but he EMP'd them inside the temple. That's sort of doubling up. I don't think it's necessary. So some dev tanks there as well. Those Raider buggies won't like to see that at all. Those Raider buggies will be destroyed pretty quickly. We did hear a Hexapod come out, so we know there's a Hex on the field. A little bit of defense here, probably enough to ward off any potential attack there. Hulk still all in. So I mean, and that's the thing, at this stage in the game where we're moving towards that later game, since he's all in, he's just going to be a hamper. He just doesn't have the economy of the other players, and he doesn't have any tech or any support powers or anything like that. So they're going to be playing almost a player down. Hulk really needed to get some work done, and he just hasn't done that much. He's traded some units here and there. He's going to try to get through the gap at the top, but there is a beacon there. They're aware of it. Is there going to be anything here to stop it? Not quite. A sonic emitter goes down, and it just completely missed everything. I don't know why you'd sonic emitter that. I mean, you're just not going to get enough. I mean, it's enough to push Hulk all the way back. There we go, double tower. That's pretty good. No AP ammo. It's not even on the way. Bit of a mistake there. Drive defending out this field quite nicely. A lot of armor on the ground there. Booker might want to garrison that up. Yeah, putting some garrisons in there now. Oh my god. Oh. But Hexapod's coming out for Team Ukraine and friends. We're going to see Pennywise pump his out as well. He's already got to the shields. Heard a Marv come out. That's going to be over here for Futurama. Firehawk's coming in. No, sorry, that's I'm getting tired. That is Chaos. Again, this buggy army just has no bite left in it because it's trying to push against these superior forces now, and it's simply just not going to work. Drive does have an army out here, no railguns or anything like that. MCV making a move across the map. This Marv is encroaching on that field. We have the uplink down now as well, so he's ready to roll. Yeah, this MCV from Drive is actually in a bit of peril. I mean, he just needs to cross this river here, and he can take it. There is a Prodigy there, though. That Prodigy is going to be annoying. This Hammerhead's responding, and Booker needs to get that Prodigy out of there. And look at that, it's spotted straight away. Even without AP ammo, it's just instantly destroyed. And I mean, that MCV is just way out in the open. It will be destroyed very easily. I mean, again, it's just because there's no Hulk here. It's Booker and it's Drive, and they're basically fighting a 3v2, and that there just demonstrates the gap in their defenses. And Hulk, he does have an MCV back now. What can he hope to achieve? Firehawks coming in. Those are Chaos's Firehawks. They will shoot down the enemy Hawks, and then they're going to move over here. Futurama has a Prodigy as well. I mean, we've got Pennywise with an army here. There's an army here. He's going to teleport in the drone platform. They're going to take out that EMP spike. Not quite. Oh, look at that. And Booker not even paying attention to his Prodigy. It will be destroyed. But this is looking pretty cumbersome. Big wormhole. He's going for the wormhole base trade play. Big EMP comes down, gets all but 2. And look at that. Futurama's going to respond to that as well. Shockwave goes off. He didn't finish the EMP, and now it's been used. I mean, Booker's getting pretty thrashed here. Big Buzz Swarm comes off. Does a little bit of damage, but I mean, yeah, Booker doesn't have the complete, in this game at least, he doesn't have the control. He could have got a lot of those tripods. He should just shoot at these guys here. He's not quite shooting at them. There we go. They all stood still and they've all completely destroyed. Hexapod goes down. So Hexapod is down. We got units moving through from Hulk, destroying it. This is just getting really messy. Futurama will clean up this attack, but it's just so messy. Drive is here. He will break through on Chaos's side, so Chaos falling down. A lot of railguns. There is a Marv here. The Marv does have triple rail on it, so we'll be able to do a lot of damage, but there's Juggernauts shelling it from range as well. We can see there's obviously a fight we missed out on here. The Marv is dispatched. See you later. He doesn't actually have plasma disc launchers. Has he just not realized that he does not have that upgrade? Maybe the stasis chamber was destroyed. I don't know. Almost lost. Oh, Chaos losing. Oh, gets both of those Firehawks, but I mean, what's he going to do? He needs to try to hold this off. Futurama is now being caught up, but all of a sudden this whole game has just spun around, and we're just seeing the absolute reverse of what we saw a few moments ago. This is hilarious. He doesn't have the plasma disc launchers. These shock troopers are remarkably weak without them. You know, I mean, he's got a lot of them though, so you never know. He will actually clean these forces up here. I mean, there's a lot of disintegrators mixed in, which are probably doing a bulk of the work. So they do persist. combat support airfield because he needed to get something down for his Hawks. Devastator warships here. Pennywise is sitting just outside range. We can see that Hulk is here because Booker has been defeated. And he's like, hey, you've got a hexapod, get on that. Driver's beaconing it, but Hulk doesn't seem to be aware of it. Maybe there is no comms between these guys. They are bulking their forces up here though. But I mean, down here, they are going to fall. These Devastator warships are going to melt this infantry once they get in range. Look at that, just flattening them. And Futurama's even having a go. He needs to attack move and get rid of those hammerheads. Yeah, I was going to say, completely destroys them once he gets on top of things. But we have a pretty big fight here. Look, it's a very elongated fight. I'm not sure who's going to win here. I don't think Futurama has enough. He's going to teleport directly into the enemy units there. Gets one crush off. He might be okay if he can clean up the rest of the infantry. Has to phase the hexapod just in time. He almost lost that. Meanwhile, this base is falling, so I think it's safe to say that they will clean up here. Chaos just having a few issues, and almost certainly that's going to be Drive or Hulk putting that vote in there. Trying to kick him out of the game, but even if Chaos left, I mean, Chaos's forces are pretty well spent. I mean, he's got some forces, but not any real economy. He's got EMP coming down, and he's got Temporal. Mastermind comes in, mind controls some units, not even going to get out of there. Futurama's like, I don't need to get out of there. He will get out of there now, but he is being pushed back. A Marv comes out for Drive. This hexapod may very well be destroyed by that tripod. Oh, these Russians, they like their back and forth games. I think they get into a position where they should be able to close the game out, but then they just rush the execution at the end and don't quite put it down. But nonetheless, Pennywise should be able to close this out with this flank. He's going to take out the remainder of the tech here. Drive has a really awkwardly located base here. He's going to get attacked from both directions. And yeah, Pennywise has decided no, he's actually not going to do that. He's just going to go over here and destroy everything over here. These guys do have no mining operations over there. There's actually some bikes here from Hulk as well, actually destroying some units there. But I mean, that's it. The economy from Team Drive is shot. So he's got a lot of harvesters, but only one refinery standing. He doesn't actually have an MCV, so he's pretty much, no matter what, he's pretty much going to lose because these guys can simply just kill the rest of their buildings. And that's it. Drive has been defeated, leaving Hulk to fight alone. The question is whether or not Hulk will actually choose to fight this at all. He's probably got some funds. 5 grand. The other guys are pretty wealthy as well. Devastator warships will completely destroy the remaining infantry, and there's actually no AA here, and in fact the only AA he can build, oh no, he's got some bikes. Oh my god. Yeah. It's 10 past, I'm going to be up all night. Again, Pennywise just having trouble closing it out. Should get the EMP off the Marv, and that'll be the end of the Marv. Maybe Hulk will throw it in. I mean, Hulk has lost this game. It's just a question of whether or not he realizes he's lost the game or not. He's going to fight and try to delay it, but everything's in closing on this area now, so even if he decides to fight this out, it's not going to last much longer. MCV will fall. See you later. Big EMP. Like, if that doesn't make you quit, I don't know what would. Area mind control comes down. He finally got the shock launchers, the plasma disc launchers, whatever they're called. Look at that, he's just going to come in. All these units are destroyed, and Hulk has been defeated. So it looks like Team Futurama are going to get one back and level that series. So, whew. Chaos just flatlining for the. I don't even know why I was in the game. You got to look at situations like this where you have Oh, if you're just being detrimental by being in the game, by taking economy away from them that they otherwise would need. The colour's not right. Well, is that fixed already? Drive's green, Booker is purple, and Hulk's blue. Futurama side. Yeah, no, the colours are right, yeah. It must have been from an earlier message. I gotta tell you what, I'm gonna sleep well tonight. I wasn't expecting this to go this late. This is the reason why I like a 2-day event, because it's not this like 8-hour grind. Because the first 4 or 5 hours are great, but then yeah, it's like, what's the point of having a 2-day event if you're not actually going to utilize the 2-day feature? Futurama's GDI, Pennywise's Black Hand, really? Booker, Hulk, and Pennywise are Black Hand. Cass doesn't realize he's on the wrong team. So drives GDR with 2 Black Hand. Yep. Yeah, Pennywise is Black Hand, 2 GDI. Oh, what are they doing? They're just being idiots. It's the GDI and Black Hand show for this game. Come on, stop it. They changed factions again. Hulk's gone GDI. Fix the scoreboard as soon as we're in game, guys. Can't be in. Looks like someone crashed. That's what happens when you play the game for like 10 hours in a row. Ooh. I wish I had some wine gums. I haven't got any wine gums. Alright, what do we got? So Drive and Hulk are GDI. Book is Black Hand. Chaos of Futurama are GDI. Pennywise is Black Hand. Alright, oh, they changed their freaking shit again. Drive, Hulk, Chaos, and Future are GDI. No, that's right. There's no reason why we're not seeing any Nod. It's just these guys just don't prefer Nod. It's not that Nod's weaker or OP or anything like that. But in the south side, we have Drive Russian playing as GDI. Jump over here, we're going to find Booker playing his Black Hand, and Hulk Russian will round it out as another GDI. So 2D GDIs with a Black Hand tucked in the middle. Up here, as always, we have Chaos playing as GDI. His ally, Pennywise, playing his Black Hand. That's going to leave Futurama Russian playing as GDI, the vanilla style. It's moving that Hubble pretty quickly. Everyone making a run for that blue tib field. On dead 6, you need to make that run for that blue tib field first and always first, just because it is so much cheddar. Look at that. Num 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 num. Yeah, let's get to that tib zone. Quite a lot of scouts coming out to secure just that singular spike there, and he had to go for a barracks first, which means his ref is going to be somewhat delayed. He's already docking with Tiberium when this harvester is only just starting to gather Tiberium. I mean, this will work in the long term because it'll feed him extra resources. He's got a lot of scouts as well. He's going to be disappointed to find a huge amount of scouts there, and he's not going to be able to do too much about that. But Hulk doesn't seem too impressed. Again, they're of the skill or the caliber where they will just bum rush right into an enemy force like that. Oh, look at this. Double War Factory from Booker this time. Let's make sure this is Booker. Yeah, it is. It's not anything crazy from Hulk again. Didn't actually go over his green field, and they will scout this. I mean, Pennywise knows. He knows he's up against Double War Factory, and Futurama is actually here. And a Harvester came out, which means he's in a lot of trouble. He's going to have to move that Harvester very quickly. And thankfully, Pennywise has got some Bite Buggy here, so he's not actually going to lose anything. Pennywise just going for the green Tiberium field, so it's not going to have as much long-term sustain. That Raider Buggy, unfortunately, will go down to that Predator tank there, and looks like Pennywise will help push this back. Drive has got an MCV here, but I mean, he's a GDI pushing another GDI on tier 1, and the defending GDI will always have an advantage because they'll have reinforcements, they'll already have a base here, they'll already have more tanks than you. You know, if they decide to defend that out. Something happened over there, but I don't think he lost any harvesters. There's some pit bulls, there's some low power, but nothing too sus here from Hulk. Hulk doesn't have as much as he should have. Yeah, look at that. He's actually going to be overrun here. Meanwhile, it's just going to be tower v tower. Actually sold a refinery off there. Maybe he's about to place another one down. I don't know. There's Black Hand here, the man spam coming out as well from Booker. Those pitbulls trying to snipe the crane down. Look, that'll be really annoying. He's actually going to get the crane. Yeah, he does. He gets the crane. That's annoying, especially with the blue Tiberium. You're just going to have to rebuild that structure. Sonic emitter out by Drive. Oh my god, he's fast tech through this already. I mean, he probably did this with a crane behind it. No AP ammo for Futurama. He's in a lot of trouble here. APM is not being researched. He's put it down, but he hasn't started the research. He's going to have a really hard time. I mean, the Sonic emitters are one thing, but the infantry are another. I mean, Futurama is going to fall here. He is going to fall, and Pennywise, without blue tib, doesn't have any sustain. He's actually down here harassing, but he needs to be not shooting at the refinery. He needs to be shooting the harvesters. I think Drive might just be able to cap him right here and now. And these Orcas, they belong to Booker, they belong to Hulk. Yeah, Chaos has 2 MCV, but this is not going to work. He's losing blue tip harvesters. Beacon's going off there. Futurama is falling. He's actually reversing his MCV up, and he's going to get it away. But this is disastrous. I mean, he's been pushed off the blue tip field. That's game ending right there. And Chaos called in sharpshooters. All right, called him sharpshooters, I guess, for the infantry. Oh no, this MCV. Yeah, Pennywise has been defeated. Futurama has been defeated. They're all tapping out. So Chaos is now soloing this. He's just going to keep A moving into this Sonic emitter. And that's going to be the end of these sniper teams. He's actually got so few harvesters left there. Just one. I mean, he has lost this game, whether or not he knows it. Just because these guys, not only has Drive cleaned up this whole field, he's going to be able to clean this up as well. And this is just an unstoppable force. He's going to be able to build with that compared to Chaos. Only has about half a blue tip field. I mean, he's got forces. He's going to fight. I'm not sure why. It's actually doing some damage over here. There's still no AP ammo. No AP ammo even being researched here from Hulk. These guys, I tell you what. He's going to try to destroy these with just the towers. Predator tank comes out now. A lot of harvesters getting killed. He's going to lose another one. But I mean, Drive is refining. He's got 2 refineries here. And look at that. He put a Sonic emitter down. Chaos just like, yeah, he's not going to continue to fight this. It's going to be too difficult to do that. I mean, he could hold for a while, but he'd just be stalling. I mean, unless they make a colossal error, he's not going to get back in that game. It's probably one of the quickest games we've had. I'm looking forward to much naps. But that's the thing, I'm keen to cast tournaments, but not when they make them go on for so long. This is the 6th hour. We're in this, just past 6 hours. And tomorrow we've got a best of 9, and that might only be like an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's like you could have spread it out. But what's worse, they've shifted it to 3 p.m. GMT. I mean, don't sign up for a tournament if you're not going to be there. Like, the times are displayed. These guys keep doing this. One random guy keeps shifting. This is going to be a bit of an upset if Team Ukraine and friends can't do this. So Pennywise is Scrin Futures Traveler. Chaos is GDI. Drive is Mock. Booker's GDI. Hulk's Black Hand. Booker GDI Black Hand. Calm down. Oh, Booker's GDR, Hulk's Black Hand. I don't want to alt tab on the loading screen because that can cause problems. Yeah, Futurama crashed anyway. Hope you're all enjoying the stream. I know I'm getting a bit more quieter as the stream goes on, just because I'm getting pretty tired. Again, it is 4:30 in the morning now. It would have been good if it just ended at the end of the last series, and then we would have had 2 series for tomorrow. Well, when I say tomorrow, actually I do mean tomorrow, because in my time there's going to be tomorrow. Future's changed his faction, and Hulk's Black Hand, Booker's GDI. Mock, GDI, Black Can, Scrin, GDI, Travra. See if they can level the series, but on the left hand side I've forgotten 6 playing as the purple GDI. It's going to be Booker. Hulk will be here as well playing as Black Hand, and Team Captain Drive Russian as the Mark of Cain. On the east side, Futurama Russian playing as Traveler 59 Team Captain, his right hand man. Chaos playing as GDI, and the ever so reliable Pennywise. He'll be playing as Vanilla Scrin. He'll be on the southern side. Whoa, did my game crash? Yep, my game crashed. I've never seen these types of crashes before. It's got to be Leaf's mod or shit, he hasn't put together right. Oh, maybe I'm the only one that crashed. No, Hulk's here as well. Looks like everyone crashed. Yeah, it did. Everyone crashed. Oh, dead 8. It's not 8 players though. Dirty Land. I'll go to Dirty Land. Drives Mock, Booker's GDI, Hulk is Black Hand, Scrin GDI, Travra. Travra! You're watching Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath. My name is Green Zero. It is getting... Is it early or late? I would say early. But we are here on Forgotten 6. Let's start this one again, and we have the teams both on the exact same location. So Hulk Russian playing as Black Hand on the left side, with Booker playing as GDI, and Team Captain Drive Russian playing as Mock. On the east side, Futurama, Ukrainian / Russian, whatever he is these days. And his right-hand man, Chaos. And of course, Pennywise will round it out on his southern flank. Crane build from Pennywise here. Wants to get that expansion going. Anyway, he's going to be grabbing both of his spikes. Battle Mark is raging in the middle. That is a lot of scouts from our left-hand side team. Look at that. Chaos actually takes the far bunker, forcing these guys to fall back. That's unfortunate. Booker will be rounding the middle there. Look at that. Going to dig a foxhole. Was digging 2. Changed his mind about the second one. Futurama does hold that spike already. Chaos will hold the back corner spike. Oh, I was going to say, yeah, he's going to grab that. Looks like Driver's got his a little bit earlier. Almost had a Chaos disconnection there. He seems to be have a bit of a flaky connection. We've seen him on the DC screen a few times. Full squad of Awaken down there as well. Not sure if he's got plans for that. Let's have a look here. Yeah, look at this. Double War Factory from Hulk. So he's going to go 2 War Factory. Is it going to be an all-in? We'll have to wait and see. There's the power plant. No sell-off just yet. There we go. It is going to be an all-in. Oh, you got to watch out, Chaos. You're going to move. Oh, no. Maybe he's just drawing the fire so the Buzzer Swarm can get in. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Using himself as bait. He did even lose the squad as well. They're going to spot that. Future Armor spots it. Chaos spots it. They've got a few moments to prepare before this hits them. Probably just enough to pump out their first wave of defense. See, there's probably going to be a pit bull and a tower. Tower's actually still on its way. Seeker Tank is here. You might have to micro some of these forces. But again, Hulk, this is the same thing we saw on this very same map. He had a window to do damage and he did nothing to these harvesters. He shot one harvester and mildly damaged it, or slightly damaged it. And now he's just going back out to do the whole map control thing. They know he's all in. I mean, he's used this strategy a couple of times in this series and the last series as well. So they're probably sus about what it's really about. And they know that they can just eco behind this, and as long as they don't get jumped, they should be fine to just power through the mid game with a superior economy. Actually going to try to stop that engineer. Will stop the engineer just. He almost got that spike though. That would have been annoying. Battle markers. Not sure what Chaos is beaconing down there. Something, maybe some type of coordination he wants to get going. I think he wants him to scout down there to see where the bite buggy is. But look at this, the bite buggy is still in the top. He's going to attack this spike, which is nice. It's something, but at the end of the day, you really want to be going in and forcing out more defense or sniping a harvester or two. There's a lot of Seekers. I think these guys here, because of Hulk being all in, I think they might go attenuated. Oh no, attenuated force fields. They could do that. They could go attenuated and just push, because it's going to be like, I mean, they're going to come up against, you know, Booker and Drive, so I guess it will be a 2v2 type thing. War Factory, nice placement with the reverse, so the tanks come out the far side. EMP's coming off as well, just slowing down this push. Units moving through the space. Not sure what he's going to be able to achieve. He does have a storm column there. Not a storm column, lightning spike. Don't think he's going to get that harvester, no. Bit of wishful thinking. They are expending forces here. They're not really getting much, if anything, done. And that's going to be the end of that. No harvesters down. Expended quite a number of units. Didn't even get the blue Tiberium. Hulk's actually going to get the blue Tiberium. And that is a very, very long range refine, because he is way in the top here. This is his only refinery, so it's going to take a long time to get any dividends out of that. Photon cannon is down. Fast legs are here. Going to try to mine bomb there. Doesn't quite get that off. And those tanks now will be destroyed by the disintegrators. Big EMP blast. It's going to pop some of those. He should capitalize on that. I mean, he actually got a lot of the tanks at the back, which is probably not what he was wanting to do. Photon cannon is going to help out here. There's actually 3 photon cannons. It's not something you want to attack into, because they have a lot of health, and DPS of 3 is quite a bit. Drive is building a lot of units here. Hulk has swelled. He has swelled. Chaos needs to make sure he doesn't, or he's not going to die. He can see those. I was going to say, he needs to make sure his units are moving into position. And look at that, going to attack all these Bloodhounds. They're just surprisingly going to be able to land, except for that one. He gets an upgraded power plant, but I mean, that's not a big loss. He valued at about $1,000. I mean, it's something, but not hard to replace. Tanks here from Booker. Future Armor and whatchamacallit, Pennywise. Actually gonna lose another one of these power plants here. He's got the 2 MCVs. He's got the Reclamator hub on the way as well. And yeah, hoping to double drop these towers. It's just going to be really annoying, because the APMA will tear through the bikes. Not insanely quickly, but quick enough. Big stasis comes down. That's their stasis out of the way for these guys. They need to make sure they can capitalize on that. But right now they've got phase foods behind this as well. I don't think they're going to be able to capitalize on that stasis. They fall back to the storm column. Could have been positioned perhaps behind the structures. Both those power plants pretty vulnerable. Fully upgraded as well. He's going to move these guys into position, and he's going to move through the center there. Chaos needs to make sure that hole is plugged. These guys will be looking to retreat backwards, I think. Both spikes destroyed. Yeah, there's some units over here that will push these guys back. A lot of tier 1 from the Russian team. I'll take out another tripod. Could be Prodigy production there, I think it's going to be. Look at this, Booker has moved across the map, and he's got a sonic emitter there. And look at that stealth coming down from Drive. That's really annoying. Chaos trying to make a move in the top. A lot of tripods here. They'll be able to do some work. There's actually quite a lot of Predator tanks here as well. Not sure if that power plant, it might actually be helping the screen player out there by blocking the shots from the Predator tanks there. Probably not something he wanted to do. Storm column comes down for Pennywise. Big EMP blast. It's on Penny, but he has the shields, which means only one tripod gets hit. And he's going to be able to destroy most of these tanks, but there's actually quite a bit here. There's a Redeemer. I don't think he realized there was going to be a Redeemer there. Battle marker up here. It is a Marvis from Chaos, but Hulk has gone around, and he's going to be coming down here to join this fight. More tripods going down. Penny's losing a lot of tripods here. This is going to be too much for him. Drive is on a bit of a tear right now, and Booker is able to back him up perfectly well. Futurama now left to do the heavy lifting here in this fight. He will drop some of these base defenses. Big temporal on those units there. Pitbulls cutting those guys off from reinforcing. A lot of units will be destroyed there. They kind of need some stealth, don't they? But they don't have any nod on their side. Ooh. Chaos might be going walkabouts again. We'll give him a moment. He usually comes good. There we go. He's back. He's back in business. Double stealth tower there because one is never enough. Spectre artillery, that's not good when you're getting spected. Sniper team's coming out from somewhere as well. I'm not sure if a Prodigy just got sniped or what happened. Oh yeah, Prodigy got sniped. You see it there next to the tripod. He was probably trying to teleport an engineer there. And he needs to be careful. These Juggernauts are moving pretty far forward. He's just going to feed these Juggernauts in. And he's beaconing. Futurama's like, what are you doing, mate? Get your Juggernauts out of there. They're on the front line. That's not where they belong. Big wall of base defenses. I mean, and they needed those Juggernauts to break this as well. Rage Gen goes off, going to cause even more problems. These tripods are just destroying themselves. Battle marker up there. The Marvel's forgotten about. It is completely dispatched. It is coming apart for Team Ukraine and friends. This is not looking good. A shockwave goes off as well. Oh, that's a huge hit on those Spectres. They're not going to get all of them, but the orbital strike, one more nice hit there, will finish off a few more of the Spectres. The luck would have it. Oh, he will area mind control that, but it crushes them. That's filthy. Prodigy is up there. Prodigy will back off. Futurama just being difficult. All of a sudden, big sweller units, a lot of storm columns. And all of a sudden, things aren't looking too bad for them. Scorpion tanks reverse moving in because you want to show your rear armor at the enemy so they can destroy you super quickly. One of these MCVs may go down. Sniper teams, but against Black Hand Infantry, that's going to take a lot. It takes a long time to wear them down. Harvest is actually unintentionally coming in and crushing quite a few of these forces. Lost an MCV. Battle markers over here. Spectre artillery. There's a lot of Devastator warships there. Booker's been harvesting that middle field as well. They need to get rid of the stealth towers. There's another layer of them here as well. But again, this is going to be a one-hit kill on all these forces here. And reclaiming the husks as well. Looks like Pennywise is taking these husks that Chaos has lost. And oh my god, that's not good. They need to take out the Redeemer. They take it down, thankfully, before it can get any more damage. Another structure or unit there crushed. They were cleaned up at the top. Hulk has mining operations there though, but unfortunately, no mining operations here. They were just harvesting. Prodigy comes in, is going to back up. Not sure if he got an area mind control. Don't think so. I don't think so. Devastator warships trying to back up. Double turret comes down. Oh, big spare. He got shockwaved, and that's the end of the hexapod. A couple of these Juggernauts also get hit. It's not looking too good. Again, they're just putting down layer after layer after layer of base defense. Stealth tanks coming in. Area mind control. Big area mind control. Gets a couple of units. Grabs the tripod as well. That stealth tank may get away and causing a lot of damage to his own forces. Battle markers over here. We have Chaos making a move. He's going to cut off Hulk's mining operations. There's no defense there. I don't know what these harvesters are doing, but they are just sacrificing those harvesters into that fight. A lot of Spectre artillery here from Drive. He's actually managed to build up about 7 or 8 of them, and that's going to be a problem because their one-hit potential is going to be pretty insane. Orbital strike from somewhere. There it is. On these Juggernauts, and it's actually going to drop some of the Juggernauts. They will be able to reclaim those if they're clever enough. Prodigy comes in. Oh, just filth. There's just no anti-infantry there. Supersonic airstrike comes in. They have too much health. One Devastator will go down, but the rest all escape. They're being boosted. They have repairs from the gravity stabilizer. This base here is falling. Somehow Team Ukraine and friends are turning it around. Chaos has secured the top field. We might want to get some harvesters there ASAP. He's got a heroic pitbull. Just why the hell not? But this is the thing. They've got to try to destroy these Spectres. And big EMP. They need to capitalize on that. Firehawk's going down now. I don't think they can. The Spectre artillery is firing, but it's sort of firing with these base defenses, and the Spectres will be able to get out of there. That's unfortunate. So many base defenses being just taken out. They're putting up walls up, wall after wall, but they're just getting taken out very, very quickly. Cloaking field comes in on the Redeemer. Nothing garrisoned in there. Oh, that's not good. Big rage gen comes off. Does a lot of damage. Might lose that tripod. Yeah, tripod's going to go. Tripod's going to fall. Sniper teams are here, so wherever that Prodigy is, he's not going to be able to use it. The Prodigy is still alive, it's over here. I have a feeling he's going to walk right into those sniper teams. Chaos is redirecting forces now to the bottom of the map. He's got his own sniper teams here. They're going to be able to dispatch those infantry forces. The Spectre and their long-range artillery causing problems. Big scan comes down. They can see exactly what they need to see. There's actually 6 Devastator warships here. These guys don't build them in small numbers, do they? They just go in and they're just like, hey, I'm just going to build a bunch of these. Looks like they managed to pick off 1 or 2 of them, maybe just 1. They do have a lot of health. It's got to watch out. Chaos just sending these Juggernauts directly in. Actually, a Commando was there as well. There is a Commando there. Commando will be taken out. Phase comes down after the EMP there. EMP comes in and... did that not kill those units? Do they have shields on? They must have had shields on because EMP is a one-hit kill. If that is a leaf change as well, I'm going to be pissed because that's horse shit if that's true. But nonetheless, this Redeemer, no garrisons, taking a lot of damage, has to stand still while he does the rage, and a shockwave is going to come in, but I don't think it's needed. Oh, the shockwave is actually over here. It's going to take out those Juggernauts. They are all completely disabled. Can they capitalize? Not 100% sure. There's a couple of Juggernauts here. And again, this field has mainly been harvested. Firehawks coming in and area mine control on the units. Oh, those Juggernauts are all being destroyed. That's filthy. Imagine if a Prodigy got ranked up off of that. That would be terrible. They need to reclaim these husks. These husks must be reclaimed like ASAP. They need them in the fight. They need this husk in the fight as well. Man, this fight will not end, will it? They're getting more of those Spectre artillery. Looks like they're wearing them down a little bit, but they're still firing. It's a lot of damage. Another area mine control does take out the Prodigy this time. I'm not sure if he can save this Eradicator Hexpod if he's got anything left in the bank. Gets an EMP off. He needs a phase field or it's dead. Doesn't have the phase. See you later. It's gone. He does have some tripods on the flank though. They will also be dispatched. Firehawks flying around doing something. Looks like Pennywise has been defeated. Chaos has been defeated. How did they... They've done it again. They've just gone... These games are just backwards and forwards and then boom. A winner just emerges at the end. I thought Futurama and co had brought that back. Look at Hulk. I mean, how do you lose against the resource? The economic resources are staggering. Hulk got 64,000. Everyone else got about 120. He got about half. I mean, these guys got... Oh, they're on his team, yeah. It almost doesn't make sense. Ah, come on, we'll see what are you doing. Why is he not opening a slot? Well, while they're figuring out how to play the game. Well, this is match point and tournament point now. Team Ukraine and friends have to win this fight, otherwise Team Filthy Russians will go through, and they will be the ones in the grand final. I don't think they've got a chance. Like, Hulk's too volatile. He's too much all in and not enough results. Like, it was really Drive and Booker who won that game. I think Chaos just bled way too many forces, just moving his juggernauts, just throwing his juggernauts away. Like, how many times did we see him do that? Oh, nothing typed in. Oh. Come on, it's almost 5 o'clock. I don't know what that is, but that better not be 20 minutes. I remember in the 1v1 tournaments where you get people who try to stall because they know that the more they stall, the later it becomes for me, which means I can get, obviously, you get tired or fatigued. And when you have a 1v1 series, which is like a best of 5, which goes for like 2.5 hours, and only like half an hour's gameplay, you're like, what are they doing? Come on. Yeah, I think if you get Drive, Hulk and Booker, I mean, Booker and Drive will be fine, but I think Hulk, again, the type of gameplay we've seen out of him, I don't think he's going to be able to stand against the other guys. I think it's unfortunate that Future Armor and stuff haven't got him, especially since those all-ins he's doing have just been, he's done those all-ins like we've seen like 6 or 7 times, and only once has actually done anything. You know, it would be really nice if they actually made a sequel. And I'm not talking about Command & Conquer 4, because that never happened. They could go out and announce Command & Conquer 4, and we would 99.99% of the community would be like, yeah, that's fine, it's a new Command & Conquer game, because no one wants to remember what the real Command & Conquer 4 was. We can write that out of the lore and have a Command & Conquer 4 like a proper one. Looks like they're going to keep their factions, which is good. Don't have to update the scoreboard. This could very well be the last game. It's match point. Team Ukraine and friends must win 3 in a row if they want to go to the grand final and have that rematch versus... I don't think he's... whatever. I don't think he left. I think he just had a slight con issue, but then everyone just like tapped out way too early. But anyway, going back to my Command & Conquer 4 idea. Again, forget Tiberium Twilight. Just pretend that never happened. Write that out of the lore. They could just have a real Command & Conquer 4. And they could expand it by having space maps. Or maps on like Mars or something like that. And they could actually do what they were supposed to do. And have the Skrin invasion. Because at the end of Tiberium Wars, they hinted that the Skrin would invade the Earth, like a proper invasion, not that shit they had before. And basically they could do it as if GDI knows it's coming, and maybe they've got to like team with Nod in order to protect humanity, and they can weave in that whole Kane thing being an alien, try and help the humans and stuff like that. I don't even know what happens in Command & Conquer 4. I just know that Kane is an alien or something, which sort of makes sense because he's been alive for like hundreds of years, and he was trying to escape Earth or something. So I don't know, like, they just executed it really poorly. They're going to keep the same factions. So we have up on the top left side, we have Drive Russian playing as Mark of Cain. On his right flank, he's going to find Booker playing as GDI. And then on the far right, Hulk Russian playing as Blackhand. We jump down to the southern team, Team Ukraine and Friends. Pennywise, Skrin Vanilla, Team Captain is next. Travel 59, that's Futurama. And then Chaos. Again, every time we played on this map, Chaos is always in this location. Always in this location. This is the fourth time I think we've seen him on here. He loves this location, loves this spot. Let's have a look and see what they're doing. So we're going to get a crane build from Drive. We're going to get a foundry build from Pennywise. Oh my god, I'm getting so fatigued. Whew. Oh, to see how this game goes. Double scout, no, triple scout down the middle. Obviously doesn't want to run into any trouble. Cleans up the scouts there. That's actually Futurama cleaning up. Booker's scouts will take that garrison. Looks like he's going to settle for that garrison. Yeah, he's happy with that. Let's have a look at the two War Factory all in from, what do you call it, Hulk. Yeah, he's already building the bikes. He built a buggy. Nothing sus about a singular buggy, but I'm going to see the second War Factory come down now. He's going to pop that power plant and he's going to sell all in. I don't know if this is like their plan for him to do that, or if he's just doing that because he just wants to try to kill someone fast. Drive moving his MCV a little bit further. He doesn't want to get clicked, obviously. Can't remember. We don't actually have a Nod faction here. These guys moving their drone. I think Pennywise does not realize that his drone is not moving. He's going to redeploy that now. And look at that, he's going to reveal the engineer. Yeah, I think Booker. He's like, what are you doing? Booker seems to have intelligence, but Hulk doesn't seem to have problems. Hulk seems to be like a brick. You know, he doesn't have any thought process going on there. He's actually going to jump Pennywise here. He's already pulling the harvester. He's got a seeker tank. I don't know where that seeker tank's going because he needs to be back here. And finally, Hulk is taking advantage of the his ability to actually jump on this plate. He's going to stick around to get the second harvester. He can get a third harvester. He's going to back off. Not happy with that. That's just Drive trying to clear out that foxhole. Two War Factories from him as well. Chaos Definitely got to be aware of that. He's going to clear up these scouts in the center. He's going to try to blind the other team. That way his bike buggy can cross the map or move around without being spotted. And they can get off the flank they need to get some damage done. Looks like we have chaos with a few issues here. Looks like he might actually disconnect this time. Oh no, he's back. That's probably the longest one he's had. Couple of pit bulls here. Doesn't have a... Oh, he does have a tower queued. Yeah, he's going to drop that tower now. But I mean, he's up against double war factory. He needs a war factory. This needs to be a war factory. It looks like it is just by judging by how fast it's building. So he needs that right now. He might need some predator tanks, really. He might need some heavier armor. Future armor's going to help, which is nice. That bike takes the wrong way out of town. Hulk just pulled his whole army back and it's just sort of sitting here now. This needs to be active because he's all in. He needs to have this out on the map. He needs to have a presence out there. Units being traded, chaos there with drive. Debris flying everywhere. Few predator tanks coming through. Unfortunately, Pennywise, is he getting a bit fatigued? He hasn't been playing so well the last couple of games, and now he's going to lose all these units to Booker's tanks. Pennywise was so keen on playing this series now. They're going to try to pressure drive. I mean, his harvesters are under attack. He's got to pull them back now. He doesn't actually have any shredder turrets. There is a turret here from Booker, but it's just a singular one. Here comes the first shredder turret. He needs that really desperately. Dead harvesters, so we've got a harvester kill on the map. He's going to pull back these other harvesters, I think. He's going to try to go for it. He's going to get that behind the structure, and a lot of these pit bulls from Chaos being chewed up now. Not quite going to get that because he's pulling back. He didn't fully commit to that. That's pretty poor. Could have got that harvester there. Drive will withstand that. Units being destroyed there as well. Pennywise trying to hold. And Booker has some forces here. He's got Pred APC. I mean, he's going to attack the other GDI player who's also got Predator tanks. They know he's coming. He backs up immediately. Battle marker over there. Trying to get a flank off Pennywise was, but it's not going to work. It's destroyed and cleaned up. I think he's going to try to move in and maybe destroy that force. He's going for the blue Tiberian field. Yeah, there's a dev tank there. That's annoying. He's going to try to bum rush that dev tank. And unfortunately, that's making it pretty difficult there. We've got a click coming down. No, nothing happened there. He targeted Chaos. These Iron-Storms cause battle markers everywhere. These remaining forces will be cleaned up, and both those harvesters will fill up on blue Tiberium. They'll be leading before these dev tanks can get too much done. Oh man, that harvester gonna get away? Oh man, he was close. He should be okay to sneak out of there. No, he's not gonna get away. He's actually gonna chase it down, destroys it. See you later. X-Pod's out for future armor. He's got a mastermind in there, so he's ready to teleport that around. Reclamator hub comes down now from our GDI player Booker. Drive getting ready to make that push. He's got stealth tanks. What else has he got going? He's going for a Reclamator hub or a Demon engineering facility. A couple of hammers here from Booker. Looks like again it's going to be up to Booker and Drive to get the most of the work done for this one. Going to find a harvester here. Can he cut that off? No, he can't. A few pit bulls here. Hulk has recovered an MCV. Stealth tank now. Oh, that's annoying. Doesn't have tib core, so it's going to take a while to work through some of these harvesters, but it will ultimately do that if left unchecked. More stealth tanks there as well. Hulk's in a bit of trouble. A couple of people sneak into the back of his base. He's going to micro those harvesters. And he might be able to save that if he focuses the pit bulls down. Oh, it's going to be close. Just saves it. Oh my god. Literally nothing in the health bar. And stealth tank again. Just destroying all these harvesters. Beacon over here. Booker's got railguns. Oh, that's not good at all. Drive going for infantry upgrades. Maybe just for a shrine, actually. Oh, just for the disruption towers. Alright, Booker will be pushing back. Ah, this hexapod. There's a Marv there. Only one garrison in the Marv though. Not going to cut the mustard. Something was destroyed there. I don't know what it was. A dead harvester though, whatever it was. Needs to bring his forces down here. He's going to siege. Oh man, Chaos has got his Marv down there. Again, just a singular garrison. What is it with these guys and the one garrison? This is multiple times this series that's been the case. There a stealth tank here? There is a stealth tank here. Harvest is being destroyed, not able to refine that Tiberium. Devastator warships coming out from Futurama. Look at this. Chaos is the one that's actually going to be making the push on Drive. Must have used a scan or something. That air tower is dangerously close to the front line. Vertigo bombers are going to come out, and these are going to be a nightmare for the Juggernauts. Look at that. They're just going to drop their bombs. Oh my god. Oh, there's actually Firehawks here. One of those Vertigos will be destroyed. Oh, a second one was actually destroyed. That's unfortunate. Oh, the whole air tower is destroyed, taking out all those Vertigos there. It was too dangerous to put them there. He shouldn't have put them there. Now we got Enlighten coming through as well. He can use the EMP blast if he needs to finish off some of these units. There we go. He's going to get another one. He should just take out these husks. That stealth tank is still going. He actually ran over the cultists without getting revealed. It's probably another Leaf change. Leaf just designed the game the way he wants, the same way Technique did it and CGF did it. But 6 years I couldn't even get one frickin' tiny quality of life change. Nah. Oh GZ, we can't be logical. Again, no garrisons in the Marv. I mean, Booker is at least garrisoned up. I mean, he's a quad rail. That's a really strong Marv. Like, I think people really underestimate just how insanely powerful quad rail is. Like, there's no repairs on it, so you got to repair it normally, but it's pretty crazy. Hammerheads. Oh, he's got zone heads, and I'm not sure what these tripods were doing. They were going around. It's not going to end well for them. He needs to make sure he moves these hammerheads away. Oh my god, he's not paying attention. Booker is not paying attention. He's going to lose all of his zone heads. Oh, and this is why you see players like this not use zone heads, because they don't have the skill, the attention. They're like cultists. They're high skill, high reward. Very expensive as well. Uplink is online for Booker. They're going to need that. Look at this. Chaos just sort of has a Marv here, just not really doing anything. It's on fire. Needs some repairs pretty badly there. He's got quite a number of Juggernauts. I'm not sure why so many of them are damaged. I mean, he lost a bit of the back of his base by the looks of things. Drive, ready to make a move. He's going to be using Spectre artillery to do that. Already has a couple. Oh. Pennywise has had enough. That is going to be a huge shockwave. Unfortunately, the Marv will go down. That is a massive shockwave. He gets a lot of units there. I'm not sure if it's going to matter. Can he capitalize on it? Vertigo bombers are coming in. Oh my god, it's going to do a lot of damage. Vertigos are going to drop their bombs. Oh, massive amounts of damage. Supersonic airstrike comes in. I don't even know who called that in. And look at that. Vertigo gets destroyed by the actual orbital strike. Oh my god. Futurama just lost his hexapod. I don't think he has enough to take out these units because Drive is supporting with Obelisk. There's railgun weapons on the ground here. They might be enough to clean up. There is a lot of tripods here. There is a lot of tripods here. I'm not sure how well this is going to go. The Juggernauts have to stand and fight, and they're trying big EMP. They needed that. Oh my god, that might be enough. That might be enough to win this. They need to target down more of these tripods. They're shooting at gunwalkers, man. He needs to target them down. He wasn't targeting them down. I don't think it's going to matter drivers here. Look at that. You ever seen an obelisk inside of a barracks before? Well, now you have. Marv is destroyed as well, and they hold that attack, and he's crushing. Look at that. Booker instantly stops those units there once he realized he was crushing those husks. Oh my god, that looked like it could have been game ending there, but once again, they've just managed to hold the line with some well-timed EMP strikes, well-coordinated vertigo strikes, and a range of other things. Pennywise is not happy. I'm pretty sure that whatever that Russian is, he's not happy. Pennywise has been defeated. Oh man, Future Armor's been defeated. We're going to see Team Ukraine and friends tap out. Future Armor's down. Chaos is down. Pennywise is down. So Team Filthy Russians will have their revenge. They will beat them in the lower bracket, and that means it'll be Team Bark versus Team Filthy Russians tomorrow in a best of 9. I can't believe Hulk continued to persist with that type of strategy. It shouldn't have been possible, and I have concerns about the grand final if Hulk thinks he's going to be able to do that against Bike Rush and Co. Ugh. Wine gums. I don't have any wine gums. That's it, guys. Unfortunately, the Team Futurama, they squandered a few too many chances, and I mean, Hulk was really opening the door for them. He's like, "You want to come in?" And they didn't want to do it. And I think you watch their Chaos and Pennywise. They actually didn't play as well in that series as they had before. I think they're fatiguing, and they push to play this series. And I'm just like, mate, you've been playing for 5 or 6 hours. Why push even harder? And that's what happened. Drive was not going to get fatigued, and you can see that he was on point. Ugh. Alright guys, I'm going to make this well, that's weird, isn't it? I'm going to make this quick, guys. Thanks for tuning in and watching this very long stream, even though I had to restart it. I'll do it in 2 parts. But I have set up tomorrow's stream to start at the correct time, which is going to be 3 p.m. GMT. I will be there to cast the grand final. I hope you'll all be there with me to cast the grand final. Go to my channel and select the notify option on that stream, so you'll be there ready to go. Gotta make this one quick. Had a lot of fun. That last series was a bit of a drag, though. Again, to the tournament organizers, this is why you break it into 2 parts. You know, it's time and time again, people just don't learn. But anyway, enough of that. Thanks for all joining the stream, and I will see you all tomorrow at the grand final. Team Bark versus Team Filthy Russians. Good night.